No.
Sorry, I'm just naming all of them.
No, because Backlund would be like, who would we say for
Ric
Roman?
Flair.
Shut up. Did you really? No shit. No shit. You fucking with me that you said that, right? Like,
No,
did you
I
hear
mean,
me say that at
That
any point?
actually
No.
is blowing my mind a little. Mike,
Yeah, it
mark
was.
it out like a motherfucker. Like, let it be.
Oh my God, that's not the Let It Be that I was gonna sing.
You guys,
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. On this week's MACKDOWN Podcast, the crew goes off the rails in our first ever safety meeting episode. If you know, you know. We get into why WWE is going to have a lot less money in their bank as they announce the Money in the Bank Premium Live event is moving to a significantly smaller venue. The chaos then continues as we preview the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view, and of course, the MACKDOWN Fantasy updates. So grab your favorite drink, enjoy this episode of the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 43 of the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Shrugging along.
43.
I am Mr. B. To the right of me, we have Kimmy.
Hello.
Right across from her is Mikey MacD.
That's me.
And to his right is Mr. A.J. Mitchell.
Who else would it be over there?
It's me.
It's me.
It's me,
It's
Mikey
Mikey
MacD.
I love it over there. How you doing?
Episode 43.
Mr. B, how you doing over there?
Good, drinking some Jameis.
Oh.
Jameis?
Yeah, man,
Jameis?
we're having some drinks. We're gonna see if we can keep this thing on the rail or not.
Safety meeting
The
podcast.
safety meeting pod. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Clink, clink, clink.
Oh, I
clink,
can't
clink.
reach. I'm so short. Ugh. My arms. I have T-Rex arms.
So, for
And that
everybody out there listening,
Oh,
this
there you
is the drunk edition.
The
Oh,
drunk
shit.
edition.
This drinking edition.
The drinking edition. And thank you for all of our fans. We appreciate all you guys who listen and follow and subscribe and like at MACKDOWN Podcast.
Hell
At
yeah.
MACKDOWN Podcast.
At MACKDOWN Podcast.
At MACKDOWN Podcast.
At MACKDOWN Podcast, where we're always found, featured, and we deliver, baby.
Well, I'm drinking on some wine. I did have a couple
yeah.
tequila shots prior to that.
That is true. You did.
And as a former two-time quarter champion, I'm drinking on that Crown Royal because I'm just the king of kings over
Former.
here.
Former being that key word.
Yo, bro, I mean, we're gonna get into it, but damn, I'm taking like super kick party after super kick party.
You drafted him, bro.
Everything Kimmy said in the beginning of our fantasy that I talk shit about is all coming true. It's all coming back to me now.
Yes, indeed.
Go listen in the archives.
You will get what you
Yeah.
deserve.
It was definitely said.
I talk so much shit, and Kimmy was just like, keep talking that shit. Watch. You're going to fuck it up. And I'm like, never. And then,
You
the-
fucked up.
Bam.
you fucked up. You fucked up.
I love it.
Oh, man. But we're doing a lot of cool shit this week. Mr. B, you're doing great.
Mr. B won the fucking week,
He
man.
won the fucking week. Like I said, we'll get to all
And
that.
That's why he's starting off the show.
Hey, you're not supposed to give it away now.
Well, you were kind of just taking over there, so.
I was just talking.
Mr. B's opening the show.
I know he did.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Maybe he had something else to say.
Do you have something else to say?
Continue on.
Continue.
There we go.
on, sir. I allow.
You smack. It's almost like that Tekken game. I went for the kicks.
Hey, I
And
made
then I
it
got
all the way
smacked.
around.
That
He was the only one.
He was the only one. He's the only one.
It was a pretty intense little round.
Yeah,
of
we
Tekken.
were doing some Tekken earlier. You know what I mean?
It's a I forgot how fun that game is.
That game is very fun. I cheese, which means I cheat with Eddie. I do.
I mean, it's not really, though.
That's the
Mr. B
character.
found a dude and whipped his ass.
He whipped
He said,
Leroy. Leroy. He called me.
Leroy,
He
man,
made me
I tell you
call.
what.
He made me call him Daddy.
He did,
He
dude.
really did.
Well, speaking of daddies, big bad voodoo daddies, how we doing?
We're the big bad voodoo daddies.
We're the big bad voodoo daddies.
Damn.
So
Straight from Nolans.
Nolans. Well, speaking, like I said, of the big bad
Big boop bap boop bop beep bop
voodoo
boop, beep,
daddies,
bop.
the biggest daddy of them all, Mr. Vince McMahon, recently this week had to tuck his tail because it looks like the WWE went too far with Money in the Bank and now have to move it from the home of the Raiders, Allegiant Stadium or
Allegiant
Stadium, to now what? The MGM, or as Kimmy likes to say,
Jim.
Jim.
Jim Grant.
Jim. For as also Mr. Mikey MacD likes to say, a more intimate.
That's not my words. That's their words. That's what WWE said.
They said, "Hey, we couldn't sell our tickets, so we have to move to a smaller venue." But they're trying to think of a corporate way to say it.
It's more
nicely.
intimate. It's
Look,
a more
man.
intimate setting.
Here's the thing, though.
Go.
That arena holds what? How many people does the MGM hold?
Think about 10 to 12. Kimmy, fact check me, please.
Okay, so if it's 10 to 12,000, that's gonna look really good on TV.
Yeah, it's gonna look
It's
great.
gonna be packed. It's gonna sound great. Like, granted, they have to move down. I think this was kind of a shot to their ego, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised they didn't go to T-Mobile.
What was the reason they had to move
Ticket
down?
sales.
Low ticket sales.
Sucked,
Low
bro.
ticket sales. Wow.
They saw.
So MGM holds 16,800.
Okay.
I wonder if
Okay,
COVID,
that's not bad.
That's
I
not
wonder
bad.
if COVID had any play in that.
No.
I don't think so. I think
Because-
they just had low ticket
So
sales.
I looked online at the tickets for Money in the Bank because when they were talking about low ticket sales, I'm like, man, you might be able to get a deal or something. So right now, to sit not too close to the front row, but in that section, in that glory section, as I like to call it, you know what I mean? The first 4 rows,
the bowl.
the bowl, TV side, 4 rows, $18.50 per
That's
ticket.
ridiculous.
Per ticket.
Well, and just to give you guys a comparison, the Allegiant Stadium holds 65,000.
So we're talking a
See?
50,000 person hit.
I think this, like I'm saying, I think
Dude.
this was a shot to their
Damn.
ego, dude. They really think that their shit is selling that great right now, but it's not, man.
And where is AEW's show?
they are doing it at. Are they doing it at MGM as well?
No, they're doing it at T-Mobile, but
Hang on, let me.
that's
pull this up.
3 times. That's 3 times the total body count.
It is T-Mobile Arena.
It's T-Mobile, and T-Mobile holds like 20, I believe. T-Mobile's where no, Vegas ain't got no basketball team.
Not yet,
Not yet. They need one.
dude. It's becoming a fucking.
They got a hockey team?
Yeah,
That's
about
fucking
20,000.
crazy.
About 20. So they got a
They're gonna sell that
5,000
out.
advantage. 4,000. Excuse me. 4,000 person advantage. If they sell out, if Double or Nothing sells out,
Which it probably will.
and team and Money in the Bank doesn't, what does that say for WWE?
Well, let me ask you this question.
Go.
Let's talk that it's maybe not the brand's fault. Maybe it's the pay-per-view's fault, right? So they're trying to make Money in the Bank bigger than what it actually is. And so that's why ticket sales aren't what they thought it would be, because they're trying to push it as a bigger show than really what it actually should
Try
be.
to include it in the Big Five, the tradition that we know. I mean, it's not WrestleMania.
There is a
Nothing-
Big 5 now.
Nothing. Well, what's the 5th? Money in the Bank is the 5th?
Crown Jewel, man.
Technically.
I mean,
think
they
it would be,
present it that way. Yeah,
The presentation, yeah.
it's a fucking WrestleMania quality show.
And we do see major things happen at that show. We've
dude.
had championship
Yeah.
changes.
It's 10 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Oh, of course.
2
on a-
o'clock, yeah.
On a
Really?
side note, I will never forget the time when they had that show in Australia, and Mike said, "Come to the house."
Oh, dude.
Come to the house,
Wow.
and he said it's gonna be 2 a.m. It's fine. So I came to the house 2 a.m. I called Mike, called him,
I can't believe that.
passed out. Can't believe.
And my phone, I don't even know if it was on silent or what.
Damn, so you got all the way to the house and couldn't even get to come in?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
well, I
He
mean,
sat
at
there,
that
too.
time, that was when we were close.
Like, you should have just knocked on the window, dude.
No, see, I'm at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
like, I'm not trying to get shot.
Especially over at that
Yeah.
particular.
I mean, I wouldn't
Location.
I wouldn't have shot you.
Ooh,
Well,
and
no,
shot.
you wouldn't
Maybe
have.
not you.
I would have
but
just taken
you-
your legs out and
Neighbors.
fucking busted your face.
You had neighbors. You had neighbors who weren't very nice.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, that
But
was an
yeah.
interesting part of the neighborhood.
It was very interesting.
yeah,
But
to say the least.
long story short, you know, they're pushing. WWE is pushing us into a direction that I feel like they're not ready for us to go into, because at the end of the day, you have Roman Reigns and the rest of these guys who you are headlining. But I feel like WWE's back in that, Mike, and I'm going to agree with you finally, that Bret Hart era.
I had it on deck.
Elaborate.
Go for it,
No, what does that mean? The Bret Hart era.
Mike.
Elaborate.
Please explain.
Okay, so, and this is better than the Bret Hart era. Okay,
A little bit.
I'm just going to preface this first.
Right.
Because of the
but
characterizations.
Star
Right.
power wise.
Star power wise, yeah.
But Bret Hart had really nobody on the other side. The roster at the time was a bunch of characters. Doink the Clown, fucking, and I mean, granted, there was some good ones. Yoko and Lex Luger were
Duke the
primarily the
Dumpster
two.
Grossi.
They had Owen Hart kind of start his little thing, but at the
Yeah.
same time, yeah, it was fucking Giant Gonzalez and fucking Tatanka. It was all just super gimmicky at the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, without Bret, I'd be really curious where they would have been.
Yeah.
You know,
So now it's like without Roman, where would they be?
and the train would keep rolling. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Not as popular, but still $1 billion corporation.
For everyone who just heard Kimmy make that statement, please go to the archives and listen to the
He's not the only guy.
to the Roman Reigns
He's not the
AJ
guy.
Kimmy debate.
He's definitely he's a big ticket item.
He is.
Because I gave Kimmy like the eye right now when she said that. There's nobody else but Roman Reigns,
again,
and I'm like,
but again, yeah, the whole ending part of that sentence was the train keeps rolling.
right, it does.
No matter
it does.
who's there,
right?
you know
it
what I
does.
mean?
It does.
And
It
he
always
does
has
have
been.
more people than Brett did. Like Mike said, it is better.
Well, I mean,
Dude, come on, it does have more star power. You
wait
got-
a minute, hold on, pause. You're saying that
In the Bret Hart era when he was champ, compared to right now,
that Roman has more.
Seth Rollins.
Seth
hold on
Rollins,
one second.
Kevin Owens,
Kevin Owens.
fucking Brock Lesnar,
Okay,
bro. I
Brock
can
is
keep
not
going.
there really technically, but
Riddle.
Well, still though, even Riddle,
Randy Orton not injured.
Randy
okay. So
Orton.
so let me see. You've named 4 So
already
Five.
he's had John Cena.
Okay, 5. So you've named 5. John Cena doesn't count, bro. You
Why
say
not?
5.
He was there.
because it's not really.
He took the L, bro.
It's not. No, we're talking rivaling. And did you guys mention Drew?
Rivaling. No,
Yes,
not,
I did.
no,
I did
didn't.
mention-
No,
well,
I don't-
there you go.
I don't recall you mentioned Drew. Drew,
So let's
So
do this.
Drew,
Let's do this
Matt.
one more. Drew,
Riddle,
Riddle,
Seth,
Seth,
Randy,
Randy, KO.
Sheamus.
Brock,
Wait, hold on.
Brock.
Pause. Sheamus, no.
I'm just naming like
No.
actual top.
No,
dudes.
no.
What do you mean? No.
Sheamus is not on the level of Roman Reigns to be able to
Well,
challenge
nobody
him.
is.
Pause. To be able to challenge him on a real
Cody.
life. Cody.
There you go,
yes.
Cody.
Yes.
7.
So 7.
Goody.
Okay.
7.
So you gave me 7. Let's just stop there hypothetically, and let's go to Brett.
Okay.
Okay.
Brett.
So who did Brett have during that run? Of course, we got Diesel,
Razor,
Razor,
Shawn,
Yoko,
Yoko,
Undertaker,
Taker.
Lex.
Stone Cold.
No, Stone Cold wasn't. I mean,
Well, he was later on, yeah.
During like his championship run is what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
So Stone Cold would be included in that because, yeah, Brett was.
They never fought for the title.
I mean, come on though, Brett. I mean, he was right there though, man.
I mean, I guess if you want to count like the Final Four match,
right.
the Final Four match was
Oh,
the
so
title
that means
match.
Vader's in there.
Vader,
Definitely Vader's
Stone
in there.
Cold, Undertaker, Brett. Yeah, that was the match.
So 7, I think, as well.
What? Oh. So
Am I doing that right?
So then it's a good
So,
comparison.
'cause
yeah, you
said
did it.
Roman,
Yeah.
Right.
Or Razor,
Roman.
Raven. Razor, Martin.
All right, so let's do it again. So Razor, Diesel, Shawn, Lex. Oh, I forgot everybody.
Vader.
Bob Backlund.
No,
Sorry, I'm just naming all of them.
no, because Backlund would be like who we say for
Ric
Roman.
Flair.
Shut up. Like, don't even do that. You're gonna sit there.
You went too far.
Yeah,
son.
you went too far. We're talking like
Too far.
96, 97. Rick wasn't
I'm
even
talking
there.
about when he was champion.
Stone Cold
yeah, he'd be in
Undertaker.
for the title.
Stone Cold Undertaker. You know what? Then you could throw Kane in there.
No, Kane never fought him for the title.
No, because because we're talking about when Brett was champ.
Right.
Right.
Now, if we're talking
Focus.
originally, dude, then it's like
That's it. It's 7, bro. No, it's
not
7.
even that many.
No,
Not
it's
even
it's
that
only
many.
7.
Oh, so it's 7 and
No,
7.
you're 7-7.
It was really
so
just.
Roman is the new Brett.
But here's the deal.
It was really just
so they're
Diesel.
consistent. You're saying.
It just star power wise, it's comparable, but
That's my next question. Does Roman 7 beat Brett 7? That's the real question.
I mean,
That's
here's the
tough.
thing.
No.
Though, it's hard to say. Can we agree that it's hard to say because everyone is still wrestling currently?
Yes, in
because
Roman's,
everyone in our eyes now looking back is a legend, but
Right.
at the time we're not necessarily
Now,
like legend, right?
If we can compare side by side,
right out of my brain, Kimmy. I think
know what
you
I'm
proved
saying?
it. Yeah.
like if you were to go, okay, Bret Hart was this age, okay, Roman is this age, or however.
And
you
here's
want
the deal,
to see,
we
kinda
just-
compare
Why don't we do-
side
we should
by
do
side.
that.
And that's the crazy part. Here's the deal. We've compared Brett's entire run. If we did the same thing with Roman's entire run, then Roman has more. Because early Roman had Bray, had Braun, had Dean.
Oh, dude, Roman has had a way better main
So-
event run than
so
almost anybody in the
technically,
company.
and then you would have to add John
Three
in
with
there
Brock.
because John had that whole run with him.
right, but
But I mean, it
Brock,
wasn't champion.
did you say Brock?
But
Yeah.
no, we're talking about championship runs. Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, championship runs.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I mean, world championship runs on top of that. So yeah, Finn. You know what I mean? So Roman technically supersedes Brett, but our overall point, and I'll get back to what we're talking about here. Our overall point is yes, Roman has to supersede everyone else, just like Brett had to supersede everyone else at the time.
We just have to establish him as the
Because
guy.
because he is establishing as the guy.
Yeah.
He is that person who is like the WWE's like, okay, Roman, then Seth, then KO, then Brock, but it's Roman then.
Yeah,
At that time when Brett, it was Brett then. We know Undertaker Hall of Famer, Stone Cold Hall of Famer,
yeah, dude.
Shawn Hall of Famer, Vader, But right now we can't say.
See, it's tough to count Vader, man. To be honest with you,
Are you crazy?
he had one match against him,
But that's because of WWE's
and it was in a
poor-
fatal four-way.
And then okay,
But
so
is that
here's the
Brett,
deal.
Again,
So
that's
here's-
not Brett's fault though.
It's
what was
not.
the? Let me ask you. What was the stadium count for like Brett matches versus like what we're having now for like Money in the Bank, for
it's-
example?
I mean, a lot of people would. I mean, probably around the same. 10,000.
No.
10, 12,000.
Now WWE's. Oh, you talking about overall?
I'm talking like
Like the overall
back in, like,
average?
we'll just say 92, 93. I mean, they
Oh,
could easily do a
damn.
20,000.
92, 93. They were getting like maybe 5,000 to 6,000 people sellouts. 8,000 was their sellouts.
I'm talking like, dude.
Like big pay-per-views,
When
like
you're,
what?
yeah, when
Yeah,
we're,
their
when we're
biggest
talking
pay-per-views
in your house, dude.
Maybe like 10,000, if that.
No way.
barely
They were
hitting-
always breaking
Bro,
attendance
look
records. and shit
look
like
at
that.
not at in your houses. No,
Dude, in your houses were packed though.
But they
in
were
your house-
smaller venues. They were going to
Well, yeah, they're not-
Ohio.
yeah, they weren't,
They
like,
were
really
going to
huge.
like Arkansas.
They do like college arenas.
Yeah,
and shit.
so we're talking 10,000 seat
Right.
arenas,
Exactly.
and they were selling 8,000 tickets. That's what we're talking about. Look it up.
Well, then what does it say that like 25 to 30 years later that they're selling
In
only
retro,
about 6,000 more tickets?
It just shows you. Okay.
You know what
yes,
I'm
I
trying
see
to
what
say?
you're saying. Like the increase, like how a dollar's worth 2001 versus
So they're really
2020.
not increasing their like you
no,
know like
it's the same, right?
Yeah.
It's
Especially
steady.
with the cost of like the traveling circus that
Right.
they have, like
Yeah.
all the rigs, all
Yeah.
the satellite equipment.
Right.
Like,
Everyone's salaries.
even though now
Yeah,
the average is
exactly.
maybe 11,000, comparatively, that's still the
dude,
8,000
and
to
that's why you're paying
6,000 show.
fucking $15,000 to sit on the floor or whatever. Some dumb bullshit.
It's
Well,
number.
that's the
ridiculous.
resale. That's the resale.
That's what I mean though.
Original tickets, front row, for those tickets. We saw the packages. The packages are about anywhere between 32 to $5 grand,
still too much.
depending on the venue.
I'm
Now,
glad somebody's willing to pay that.
Money in the
because
Bank
talent
was-
deserves it, but I cannot pay that.
Money in the Bank to sit front row. At Allegiant Stadium. It's Allegiant, right? Allegiant Stadium. Per ticket was roughly for the VIP and all that shit and the 4-day pass. You're roughly spending. Okay, brace yourself. You're roughly spending about $5,800 per person. But that's hotel included. That's all the shows. So you're going to see Raw. You're going to see SmackDown. You're going to see the pay-per-view. You get a meet and greet.
Here's WWE's problem
lot.
in a nutshell, and then we can move on from this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get into double or nothing.
I think that they're trying way too hard to make every single show the biggest fucking show, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're like getting too big for their britches, and like every
Exactly.
month is a pay-per-view. Like
Yes.
they're doing too much. They need to just slow their roll and shut their mouths and
Pump the fucking brakes a little, man.
pump the brakes. Give me
Get back to basics a little
yeah,
bit.
give me maybe like, I don't know, 8 to 9 pay-per-views, maybe even 8. 8's like enough. Give me like 8 pay-per-views a year.
Perfect.
I don't need 12 because it's just, you're oversaturating it, and it literally feels like I'm watching a Monday Night Raw sometimes, and I'm like, I'm over it. So I just feel like they need to make them a little more special, and then if they were more special, then yeah, maybe people would fill up the Allegiant Stadium, but they're like, why? You're going to be Monday Night Raw, and I can see all the shit the same next day because you're going to do the exact same thing.
Monday Night Rematch.
Exactly, dude. So that's why I'm like, it's not, they're doing a really bad job at making premium live events special because they're no longer pay-per-views, etc.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna give me 90 seconds. I want to
Oh.
agree to disagree with you,
Uh-oh.
Kimmy. And here's what I mean.
He said, give me 90 seconds.
I agree with you 100% that the WWE is oversaturating themselves. I disagree with you in the sense of saying making the shows smaller. Here's what I mean by that.
I didn't say make the show smaller.
Well, in a nutshell, what I got from what you were saying was that because they're trying to do the bigger venues, it's making them pretty much throw themselves anything to the wall to make it stick so that they can make that big show seem like it's bigger than what it is. But us wrestling fans realize that, you're giving us Raw in a stadium, Mr. GM mode over here.
I think it's
So-
because it's
You
too-
started it.
I think it's because it's too many. If they were doing Money in the Bank and it was one of 8 pay-per-views per year, people
Okay.
might want to go.
See,
But
it
it's
would
one
be
of
great.
12,
And, like, alternating
and
them.
you also have like all this other stuff that's also equally long and has the same, like you said, Monday Night Rematch.
So
That's
hear me out.
essentially.
Hear me
8
out.
is perfect,
Hear
dude.
me out. 12 is fine. Here's why I say it's fine.
Sucks.
If you have a structured settlement where it's like Raw, it's its own brand. SmackDown is its own brand. Remember back in the day we used to have Raw only pay-per-views, SmackDown only pay-per-views?
Yeah, but that was every other month.
Pause. But that would be fine. Because then Money in the Bank comes. You want to put it in the stadium because it's both shows. Just like it's not SmackDown. Just like WrestleMania is both shows. Survivor Series is both shows. SummerSlam is both shows. Royal Rumble is both shows. We will go to a stadium, whether it's baseball or football, to see everybody there. But when you're trying to put everybody there every month,
Right, but
that is the problem.
it's every other month is their story.
But
so
and here's what I'm
either
saying:
way-
every other month, with it being just a Raw or a SmackDown version, go to MGM, go to T-Mobile,
right.
go to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, the old In Your House
You know what I
days,
mean?
every time they did an In Your House,
do
you
the
do
more
those.
intimate events for the
like
2
the NXT
months
shows, man.
to the 2 months that it took to build for Raw. If Raw says, "Hey, Royal Rumble happened," our next pay-per-view is not until Elimination Chamber. So now we've got, bless you. Now we've got 60. Bless you again. We've got 60 days to build this pay-per-view. 60 days to build this pay-per-view. Then Mania hits, big show. And then SmackDown has 60 days to build their next pay-per-view.
I think they still
would be
need
great.
8, and I still think they need to have big venues and 4 pay-per-views and have the
So,
other 4
8 is-
smaller.
I don't
8 is
mind.
perfect.
No, see,
8
I don't
is perfect
mind
because if you have 8, you go every other month, right? And then you put 2 other shows in there, 2 other like the Clash at the Cardiff or whatever the fuck
See,
they're
but
doing.
no, I
have 2 of those a
I,
year.
I think it's got to be 12, and here's why.
That's so
we
much,
need,
bro.
We need a big show every month.
Now like
but
12.
we need it to alternate.
Well, that's the problem. That's not what we're getting though. Like every,
Well,
every
no,
pay-per-view is a dual
of
show.
Of course we're not. I'm fantasy booking right now. Of
Oh
course.
yeah.
And,
Well,
and
that
what
would
I'm
be perfect.
and what I'm saying is that Kimmy has the right idea. It's just that I want to restructure it a little bit. Kimmy's right. Why are you oversaturating? I don't need Roman Reigns 12 times a year. I don't need Roman Reigns. If you're gonna make him the undisputed champion, then I need
you
Roman
can
Reigns.
involve him without putting him in a match.
Right. So if you're gonna make Roman Reigns the undisputed champion, I need him 4 times a year.
At least.
I need him 4 times a year in a big one-on-one, and then you can sprinkle him in 3 times in something crazy. with the Usos.
I think the only thing that they're doing wrong is that they really made a big fucking deal about it being at Allegiant Stadium when they really shouldn't have. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, here we go, and it's Cody, and it's the whole thing. So I think it's partially maybe WWE fans are revolting a little bit. Like, oh, you're going to have Cody as your dude, like, you know, advertising this big-ass shit, and, like, we don't want to do that. So
That or they're just like $1,800 a ticket?
yeah.
Well, that's the resale. You
Yeah, I
know,
know, but
yeah, but
still,
still,
you
that's
say
most of
resale,
people
but
that
that's
are getting it.
right.
But that's
right,
what
they're still
most people are
buying,
getting, yeah.
and they're still buying it. Yeah, so I
So-
get.
Well,
I get
because
what
most
you're
of the
saying.
tickets are getting bought up before fans can buy them.
right.
Yep.
To like
Which
those
should be illegal.
stub
But anyway,
hubs.
that's a whole other story for another day.
Nope, I agree with you 100%, and I'll say it loud and proud. Yes, all you motherfuckers
shit
out
needs to
there
be
with them
regulated.
robot shit who go out there and buy all these tickets, us fans who really enjoy going to these shows, who want to spend, hey, guess what? If I have $300 to spend on a front row ticket, let me get a chance.
$300, no way, dude. They'll laugh at you.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that sometimes you can get, like, within the first 4 rows for $300 when you get the pre-sales. The problem is that when you get the pre-sale, you put the code in, and all the good seats are gone immediately within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
because of those ticket companies.
Because you have all those bots.
they're already pre-sold before the pre-sale.
Exactly.
Because they're buying in bulk.
In bulk.
Guaranteeing that.
Hey,
they're
I'm
getting
buying the
those
first
sold.
3 rows.
Yeah.
You can
All
sell
the
you
way
can
around.
sell rows 4 through 6 on your pre-sale that you're giving out on Ticketmaster.
Yeah. Sold.
And then here's the deal: we'll sprinkle 2 or 3 seats in between rows 1 and 3.
And
Sets.
they probably
You
even,
have to know that WWE is in on that because they're getting automatic sales, right?
Automatic.
Yep.
So, and that then maybe this is the reason for the adjustment because whoever it is they made a deal with, Ticketmaster, what have you, is like, hey, we're not getting the fucking money back as quick as we want, so you need to fucking do a switch or some shit so we
you
can
know
get
what,
our,
Kimmy?
our money back.
You know what, Kimmy?
That's
I'll go ahead and
possible.
say it. I'll take the heat for this. This is all at AJ, not at MACKDOWN. I'll take the heat on this. I'm going to tell all of our fans, everybody listening, you know what? Fuck you, WWE. I'm sick and tired of paying $600, $700, $800 to go sit in a chair to watch your bullshit. Watch your bullshit. On some real shit, you know, Mike, more than anybody else, I've spent over $250,000.
No way. It was like $70,000 though.
But no, I'm saying all time. All time with WWE.
I don't know.
I've spent way more
the
money.
number I seen was still astronomical.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
you could have bought a fucking brand new Mustang.
Even going to WrestleManias, going to Survivor Series, whatever, your ticket prices, if you're gonna make me pay $2, $3, $4 to go see your show, it better be fucking worth it. It better be fucking worth it. And right now,
Well, that's what he thinks he's giving you, though.
well,
That's
here's the deal.
thing.
Right now,
And his
the
money-
fans
and
are
his money
saying,
says so.
the fans are saying, and I'm going to tell you too, fuck you. Don't buy the ticket. Don't buy the ticket. Don't go. Until you give me something that's worth
These are
seeing.
AJ statements only by AJ.
Yes.
AJ statements. do not
I'm
represent
signing
McDowell.
legal. I'm signing legal. I'll sign it. It's all me. Nobody can say anything. It'll be me. We'll edit whatever we need. But at the end of the day, don't buy no more of these fucking tickets. Fuck you.
I mean,
Fuck
I
you,
think
WWE.
that's happening. I think that has started, dude. To be honest with you,
You know what?
I
Because
mean,
we're sick and
obviously, 'cause
tired, bro.
We're talking about them moving from a huge venue to a regular venue.
That should be a big sign.
And a venue that holds less than an AEW. Speaking
Exact-
of AEW,
Speaking of AEW,
Let's
thank you,
fucking
Kimmy.
move the fuck
Thank
on.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk about that forever.
I gotta go fucking see my lawyer now. Like, fuck.
AJ's getting on.
He's like, "Fuck you, people.
Worked up.
Fuck WWE."
This is
fuck
why.
them all."
This is why I don't
I'm
drink
gonna
Crown
watch you
Royal.
next week because I love you.
Yeah, I'm still gonna.
I'm a
Yeah, still
WWE
gonna
mark.
watch.
I am. I'm a super mark, and as a super mark, saying that just should be an example of saying, bro, what the fuck, man?
Well, I know what I'm saying. What the fuck about, and that is this fucking card for AEW Double or Nothing, dude. Bro, it is so huge.
It's a lot.
It's gigantic. Like, this show's gonna be over 4 hours long, and it's
No way.
has to be, dude. All right,
All right,
Yeah.
go through it.
Can I give
Yeah.
you the rundown real quick?
Please.
Or do
Yeah.
you good?
Yeah.
Okay, starting from the bottom to the top, as listed from the website, AllEliteWrestling.com.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
We got the mixed 6-person tag match: Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, Tay Conti versus the TNT champ Scorpio Sky, All Ego Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zant. Then we got Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly, We got another Death Triangle tag team match. We got Pac, we got Penta, we got Ray versus the House of Black, Malachi, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews. Then we got the Young Bucks and the Hardys. And then after that, we got the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Finals, Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Then we got the men's Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. Then we got the Anarchy in the Arena match with Jericho Appreciation Society versus the BCC. Then we got the TBS champion. Then we got the TBS championship, Jade versus Anna Jay. So that is happening.
That is happening.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we got another triple threat tag team match for the championships. We got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Ricky Starks and Hobbs versus Keith Lee and Swerve.
Oh.
And then we got AEW Women's World Championship, Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. Then we got the AEW champ. That's what I'm saying. Then we got the AEW title match, Hangman versus Punk. Oh, and then the buy-in match, Hookhausen versus motherfucking.
I didn't even hear you say Warlow versus MJF.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh
happening.
yeah, I didn't even say that, but that's happening. It's not even listed on here. Oh yeah, it is right there.
It is. Yep, it's in there.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Dude, so all that
that-
and more in the AEW Double or Nothing.
It's like one of the most important matches in the whole show.
Wow.
But yes, dude. Oh my God, it's too fucking much.
Like
man.
Mr. B said, wow, can you talk about oversaturation? Like, that's crazy.
Dude, but here's the funny part.
But
you know
he
what?
is right. It's only 4 years. So
Yeah.
And then here's the even better part. They're probably gonna sell this shit out.
Well, yeah. They
I would hope so.
20K.
Like I feel like they have.
T-Mobile Arena. Why
Damn.
wouldn't they?
If they sell out a pay-per-view bigger than WWE does, and here's the crazy part. Money in the Bank is a bigger quote-unquote level pay-per-view than Double or Nothing. I'm sorry.
Legends in their own mind, bro. That, like Kimmy
Explain.
said, the
Explain your
britches
work. Explain your work, bro.
they're fucking
Over.
bro. Their britches are a little too big for their market right now.
4 pay-per-views.
Wow, so you're
per
definitely on Kimmy's with this. You definitely
Yes, dude. I 100% agree, dude. Because right now, 12 pay-per-views is way too much.
You're both at 8.
Dude, you can't tell a story in 4 weeks, man. And they try to bounce it around over and over.
Every 60 days.
Right, but here's
Because
the
how many
thing.
pay-per-views does AEW have a year?
4.
Exactly.
Is it 4?
Yes.
4,
Total?
dude. 4 total.
So
4
they do
total.
their quote-unquote big 4.
And then they
that's
have
it.
the Battle of the Belts. They'll do the Battle of the
Yeah, they'll
Belts.
do the TBS
and then like they're
specials.
they're throwing in the Forbidden Door.
I like that.
Right?
Bro. I like those little specials.
So it's 4 plus a couple.
Oh,
so
you do you?
But I like that because it
Oh.
gives you time to build your stories properly. And that's what WWE's failing at right now, man. But again, that's
Come to the
another
dark
topic for
side.
another day. Yeah.
I personally think that right now, and
gonna
I'll
make
pose the
predictions?
question. I'll pose the question to you guys.
Uh-oh.
Is the Owen Hart tournament, Hart Foundation, I guess you would say tournament, is it not have the star power it deserves? Is it just a bunch of mid-carders trying to fight for who's better than who?
So, Adam
who
Cole
better
ver-
than Canyon?
Well, we'll start there for our predictions then. So Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. Go.
I'm taking Adam Cole.
I am taking Adam Cole.
I am taking Adam Cole as well.
Baby!
Baby,
I would
Kimmy?
like to see Samoa Joe win.
I would like
Oh,
to see Samoa Joe.
Come on, don't be
win.
the wet
It would
blanket,
be
Kimmy.
happy.
I want to be the lone wolf. Woo!
Ooh. So do you feel he's gonna win, or do you want him to win?
I feel he's gonna win.
Okay.
Samoa Joe, you feel he's gonna win?
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. I
Listen.
would like that.
Show your
Listen.
work.
Well, okay, first of all, have you seen Adam Cole and Samoa Joe?
Yeah, it's like a literal, almost little
Have
child.
you seen them together? Yeah, he does look like a tiny little baby child.
I mean, look at the fucking Instagram pictures.
Oh, that shit was
That-
totally photoshopped, but
They
it
fucking-
made me
Did you
laugh.
Did you see
out
that?
loud,
Did you see that picture I sent? Yes.
Dude.
The one of him and Britt is always still going to be my all-time fave,
Yeah.
but where it looks like, dude. Anyway, so
Sitting on her lap.
well, it's like a child and a mom, but they just superimposed. It's just perfect. Anyway,
Oh my
It's a
God.
child mom.
but no, I feel like he should win, and I feel like Adam Cole should have to work for it a little harder because
Oh.
you're thinking that Adam Cole's a mid-carder. Then you think Samoa Joe's a mid-carder?
I personally think they're both mid-carders. Yeah.
And that's not disrespectful. That's just like they're the top of the mid card.
So you think that people that are going for the championship should be in the Owen Hart tournament?
I personally think Wardlow should have won the men's tournament, and it should have been like a chance to fight the world champion.
Well, this could have led MJF to a more, I guess, jealousy kind of written story.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
'Cause, like, he wins maybe MJF loses a match on the other side right before the finals.
It's Batista and Triple H all over again.
Pretty much, dude. That's kind of the story.
But just a little tweak.
I totally
Yeah.
disagree about the way that you think that it should have. I don't think that Wardlow should have been in the tournament, and here's why: because he's not had a contract with AEW this whole time. He's basically new, and
Yeah,
I know
that's true.
Toni Storm was in the tournament as well, and she was new. However,
How you gonna hit me with storyline, Kimmy?
but I think that it's a perfect way. I think it's a perfect way to wrap up the Wardlow MJF thing without
I agree.
having
It
it
is.
be a title match or any
something
sort
in-
of. It's totally outside of any other story. So then, once Wardlow beats MJF's ass, which would be
MJ's?
MJF's ass,
It has something on the line.
yeah.
Right, there's
and then
stakes, yeah.
then he can get into the storyline and try to kick ass from there.
I mean, where do you think? And this may be going a little bit more in depth for that storyline of MJF and Wardlow, but where do you think Wardlow goes after?
I think he
Anywhere.
continues his path of destruction, dude, until eventually he's going to cross paths with either a Scorpio Sky or Sammy Guevara, whoever. Take your pick for.
So you
For
think
those
they'll give him the
titles.
TNT before they give him the world?
I don't see why not. Just let him fucking build, man. Just he's already there. He's already fucking organically getting bigger. Fuck it, man. Hit him with the Ultimate Warrior treatment.
So you
bro.
don't think he's on the trajectory of a Jericho, of a Hangman, of
No, I think he can
Moxley?
be bigger than that.
So then, if he can be bigger than that, why in God's name would you give him the TNT? Why would you put him? Why would
Because
you
it's a
even
slow
put him
burn.
there?
Because it's just like DiBiase told Stone Cold, right? Like you are, like once you're over, you're gonna be over forever. Like you're not over quite yet, but once you get over, you're gonna be over for life. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I mean,
And he's close, man.
and here's
I
the
mean,
deal:
he's
in the
close.
words, not in the words, but in the grand scheme of it all, of how Stone Cold got there, he still had to win the
And I'm not
Intercontinental.
comparing him to Stone
No,
Cold.
no,
by
no,
any
no. What
means.
I'm saying is like with the greats, Stone Cold still won the Intercontinental first. Edge still won the Intercontinental first. They still won the mid card titles before they went to the big stage.
Yeah.
There are anomalies that don't have to do that, like Hogan.
So you think Wardlow's one of those anomalies? Is what you're saying?
that's totally cool too.
I'm damn Kimmy.
That's totally
That's
cool
put me
too.
on the spot right there.
It could
well,
be
that's
like
what you're
Keith
kind
Lee.
of saying,
That's what
really,
you're
if you think
saying,
about
yeah.
it. Because that's your
I'm
that's
not,
your argument.
Yeah, and I think that's totally cool with
Oh,
him.
so I asked you guys: is Wardlow on the level of world champion? No need for mid card. Do you feel like?
I think they could pull that off if they continue the story that they're doing
Okay,
with him now.
I'll answer the question. Yes, I feel like Wardlow doesn't need to win a mid card championship. Personally, I feel like if he went straight,
He doesn't need to, but
Is
if
it
he did,
necessary?
it would just be like it would just continue the build.
I mean, did Batista ever win a mid card?
I feel like
He was a tag champ,
I feel
but-
like Wardlow's job right now is to impede everything that MJF is trying to do.
Right.
Which, if MJF is trying to go for the championship and Wardlow interferes, then that may interject Wardlow into the championship picture.
So, okay, I'll throw another curveball. And be honest, don't think about it. Be honest. Is MJF skip over mid card championship material?
I would love to see him as the mid card champion.
Yes or no, Mike?
You could, I mean, you could do that with anybody. He's super over.
No,
I mean,
you
could argue
cannot
it.
do that with anybody. You cannot make
can.
somebody a world champion before
You
anything
can.
else.
Yeah, you can.
Bro. Give me an
There
example.
there are
Please
exceptions.
explain your work
Braun
of
Strowman should have been a world champion
before anything else.
Before he was ever anything else.
I agree.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
one.
there's a bunch of them. There's
I
a
heard
ton
Braun
of them.
Strowman.
Drew McIntyre.
No, not at all. Not originally.
This
Hell
incarnation.
no.
This incarnation.
This incarnation, but we saw him before then, so no, you can't. You
I mean,
can't
Hogan,
even.
obviously.
Well, I mean, Hogan.
Stone Cold.
See,
His character was way bigger than his. than a
Stone
mid-card
Cold is
title.
kind of Stone Cold, in my opinion, is kind of in that
But again, they did it right. They did it the right way. They let it slow burn until it was like massively fucking over to
Well,
where the
let's
fans
compare.
really wanted it.
Cody Rhodes, WWE. You're skipping him right to the main title.
Well, I mean,
picture.
no, you're not.
Stardust.
No.
Come on now.
Come on, you know Cody.
Come on now.
Stardust.
Come on now.
Cody,
The last time
dashing
he
Cody
was in
Rhodes.
WWE, he was Stardust.
That
So
was
he's-
the last time he was there, but I'm talking about championship-wise. Cody never looked like he would be a world champion. One time,
but it's all about
hold on a second.
presentation.
Yeah, but
And
right
one
now-
time he had a presentation. One time he had a presentation back in the day.
We're talking about right now, bro.
No,
So
but
right now
what
he
I'm-
came into the new WWE
Hold on,
picture.
but we're not just talking about right now. My entire question was their entire body of work. You're right. Braun Strowman's entire body of work.
Braun Breaker.
See, I'm
Gunta.
on the line. Who?
Gunta.
Who the fuck is Gunta?
Come on, man. Gunta.
It's-
Excuse me,
Gunther?
Walter.
Thank you.
Gunta.
See,
Walter.
okay, you know what?
There's plenty
I will
of people that could
put
do that.
Walter. I will put Walter over Braun. Break Braun.
Okay.
Braun and but okay.
But the killer Braun that first came out that was flipping cars over and shit.
No,
That
not
realistic
that
shit.
Braun. I'm talking about Breaker.
Right. But I'm talking about like Braun Strowman at that point.
Yeah, Braun Strowman. I'm not done with you.
Yeah.
Should have
That guy.
definitely.
He
the
never should have won the Intercontinental title.
And I don't think it would hurt Wardlow if he did go for the main
Right.
championship.
No, and neither
Like,
do
I think he could literally go either way, and
But-
I think
yeah.
he would be just
But
fine.
my question
Exactly.
is MJF that worthy though? Is
I mean-
MJF straight world championship over?
I
mid-card?
personally think so, only because of his charisma.
All right, so you're
I
yes.
don't-
I'm going to say yes, he
You're
could
gonna say
definitely
yes?
do it.
I would definitely agree with that
Okay,
too.
so
But I would also love to see him as the TNT champ
So
and
I-
just rise and rise and rise as the top heel
go
in the
the
industry.
traditional way.
So
Yeah,
I will
build it.
fourth that and say yes as well
Build
because
the
you know what?
experience.
Because you know what? Kimmy said the right word, charisma.
That's the
fact
number one
that
fucking
he
thing.
Has
That's
that, the fact that I know that I would pay to see him main event WrestleMania. Yes, wow.
And that's it. Charisma.
Wow.
Charisma is
Now,
is
will
the
I
it
will
that
I
everybody talks about.
pay to see Wardlow main event a WrestleMania? Would you pay to see Wardlow main event
Yeah.
WrestleMania?
Wardlow still needs to grow. Like that's what I'm saying.
Thank
Like
you.
when
Yeah,
Wardlow
but he's been a side
separates-
character this whole time. Exactly. Thank
Right.
you.
Right, he's been he's straight up the Batiste.
Right. So when he
it
separates
sucks
from MJF, he's going to continue like to just dominate people, and then eventually,
Yeah.
it could be a year down the road from now.
See, but here's the deal: the way
There's
man.
no way it's a year, but
Damn.
it's coming.
You know what's about to come? What's about to come is a
Wardlow
slap.
and Hangman is
What-
gonna be the
what,
thing.
What's about to come is a slap from Kimmy because I'm about to do the one thing she hates, and that's about to do the straight comparison. Okay, here we go. Hear me out first before you come at me. So the difference is that when Batista was coming out of his shell, and that was an evolution, because I feel like Wardlow's in his evolution moment. He's not Batista with the
The belly button tattoo.
no, not that one. Deacon.
He's always that guy. Oh yeah,
He's not. He's not in Deacon role.
He's the animal.
He's the animal right now. The difference is that when he was the animal, Hunter was the person he was going against, and I feel like MJF is in that same strength as the Hunter in the comparison. The difference, the main difference is that Hunter was the champion, and you knew that
Well, and
once
that always would have been the best way to do it. Is
MJF
he's the
is the
champion?
champ, yes.
Yeah, that's
Is MJF
obviously
not the people's champion?
no.
I mean, really, he's
No.
the great. He's the best
He's
heel
the
in
one
the
that
industry
everyone
right now.
loves to hate. Let's be honest.
And here's
He's got the
here's
most
deal.
punchable fucking character.
He should have been at least a one-time champ by now.
I don't. Yeah. He should have been. He should have been at least a TNT champion,
No.
if not the first TNT champion, dude. To be honest.
Okay. That I can't argue.
he would have made
because
that title,
an inaugural champion over Cody. And don't get it twisted. I think Cody did it right.
Listen, I know you think that MJF said that, or you think that MJF should have had the title by now, but in my mind, it's perfect that he hasn't.
Yeah.
So, and
same.
you know
And
what?
here's the
I agree.
reason.
I agree.
You agree, but you just said
No, and
the
that,
total
that's,
opposite.
No, but that's the conflict I've had, and I've told you this before.
Because it's just
Well,
like
show
he's
your
just
work, yeah.
he's just
Yeah,
as
show your work.
arrogant.
Yeah,
He's
show your
just
work.
as arrogant either fucking way. He's like, I'm the big. Look at my fucking ring.
right.
I don't give a shit about a title. I'm MJF.
He's
asshole.
like, I'm rich.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want,
I'm better than you, and you know it.
and
you
I don't
know what?
even need the
Salt of
title
the
to be
earth.
better than you.
And here's the deal, Kimmy. You are the it's like a yin and yang for me right now. It's like the bad MJF and the good MJF devil angel thing, because I've had this conversation with your brother. I've told him many times, man, I wish MJF hasn't won a championship, but I'm glad he hasn't. Remember I've said that? I'm like, I'm glad he hasn't, because it just, when he does finally win it, oh my,
Well, not only
there
that, but,
better be
okay.
a fucking parade, bro.
Now talk about comparisons. I'm going to do a comparison for you.
Okay, go for it.
Let's do it.
So Seth Rollins.
Ooh. Okay, how does
And
he fit into
Seth
this
Rollins
whole...
and MJF, and I'll tell you exactly why, right?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins does the perfect, I don't give a shit, but I actually give a fuck. If that makes
Yeah.
any sense. He's like, ha 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 ha.
He's found
And
that
he gets
character,
kind of
dude.
angry about
Yeah.
it, right? And so you can tell he's getting a little jealous or a little pissed off or a little
That's
frustrated.
his tell.
Right. And so MJF also, I think the more he goes without the title, the more he's going to turn into that guy where he's like, I don't give a shit, but also kind of lose his shit a little bit more often. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right, it's almost to the point where it's like, why haven't I been champ?
Right. But
That's what's
I
festering
think
in
he's
his mind,
right. So
but-
he's going to still act like he's the best, but then you'll be able to almost like when CM Punk, you could tell almost just kind of got to him a little bit, right?
Yeah. Right.
Gets under his skin a little bit. So I think you'll start to see that peel back a little bit more often and frequently now that as he'll like not become the champ more
But
frequently.
do you think that plays off after the loss to Wardlow? Or here's a question. Let me even ask this question before I even say that. Do you think he's going to win or lose the match against Wardlow?
I think he's going to lose.
Yeah, I think he's going to lose clean, too.
Mr. B?
Do you think MJF is going to win or lose against Wardlow?
Oh, hold on. Give Mr. B his moment. Because I see something here.
So, I don't know, this whole like storyline with the two. It's no different than what he's been doing lately, with like Jericho. You know,
CM Punk.
CM Punk, yeah.
Those bigger
Yeah.
rivalries.
Oh, you got to go through this challenge before you get to me.
That's kind of.
So
thing
let me
now.
ask you a question,
Yeah,
though.
I kind of dig that.
Let me ask you a question, though.
But I think he's.
So he did
he's
it with
gonna
Jericho
lose.
and he did it with Punk. Did he beat Jericho at the payoff? Did he beat Jericho? Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Did he beat Punk at the payoff? Yes.
No.
Yes, he.
No, he didn't.
No, he
Dude,
didn't, because Punk knocked him out with the ring.
remember the first one though.
That's the blow-off, though. You said
Oh, the
blow-off.
payoff.
The
I did say the
yeah.
payoff. I'm sorry, but the first one he beat Punk. Remember, he beat
He
Punk
did.
the first time.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of feeling Mr. B's skepticism.
So what do you think then, Mr. B?
I don't think MJF is going to win this match.
So he's.
Oh, okay.
You think he's
You
gonna
think
win?
Wardlow's going to win?
I think Wardlow's going to win.
You think he's gonna win? Okay.
What about you?
Okay. So
So do you think Wardlow or MJF is going to win? Short answer. Go.
I think MJF's gonna win.
Okay. Fuckery?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to have a new heater. Like, if he's going
That's
to, like,
what-
debut, like, a new...
Dude, and you know who I'm thinking a new heater is gonna be? Who's
Yeah.
been speculating coming to AEW? Who was supposed to be the guy who was supposed to fight originally? Your boy, Mike. Come on.
Is it Ryback?
No.
Ryback.
AJ's leaving this podcast.
He might be coming back for real.
Oh, you said Ryback.
I don't know, dude.
This
I don't know who you're
motherfucker
talking
said
about.
Ryback. I almost walked off this podcast. You almost lost the A.
I didn't say that's who
This
I
almost
wanted to have.
this almost been
How do you
podcast.
think that MJF
No.
gets put into the main title picture?
So I believe. Okay, so hear me out. Let me show my work. I always tell you guys to show your work. Let me show my work.
Yeah, and then we'll move on to the next match.
Okay, so I believe the MJF is gonna win because Wardlow needs someone who he's going to have a feud with after MJF.
Well, do you know the stipulations of this match?
What are the stipulations?
yeah, what are the stipulations?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
Wardlow.
if MJF wins, he can't compete ever in AEW, yeah?
Yeah, he can't sign a contract.
Yeah, he can't sign a
something
contract.
like that.
Wardlow
So
can't.
Wardlow can't
So
sign a contract.
Wardlow would not have a storyline with
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's
So
like-
then, so then he has to
Technically.
win. So
he
then
won't
he has to
release
win.
him. MJF
Okay.
won't release him of his
Okay.
Yeah.
of his contract.
I didn't know.
Technically,
I didn't know that.
Technically, he's got to win if AEW wants to, of course,
Sign.
keep him in.
Okay, I didn't know that
Technically.
that was a part of the story here because
It
I
could
thought it
be.
was straight up. I thought it was straight up because here's the deal. I'm looking at it from the eyes of a sports entertainer, and I guess I got to stop doing that when it comes to AEW because they're more of like, let's just get the guy over and move him on.
I
You
mean,
know?
it
So
just depends.
I was thinking
it
it was
depends
gonna-
on who's got their hands in the pot for that particular story.
I personally think that a storyline including and introducing Karrion Kross or Killer Kross to the story would be a great addition to AEW. Plus,
Killer
giving
Kross and Wardlow, dude.
I mean,
Okay,
That would
do
be
you
stop.
smell?
good.
Do you smell money?
Let's go ahead and we're gonna back this train up.
Okay,
You're
go
going
ahead.
a little too far into the
I
weeds
am.
for my
I
taste.
I chipped.
Yeah,
I chipped.
Yeah, you're
So-
you're in the way rough,
so that-
like
so-
up in the
so how about
trees.
I
this?
like where you're going though.
So how about this? Realistically, knowing how AEW is, it's a payoff. Wardlow has to win.
Okay.
Because it's the payoff.
Well, we organically got into the MJF match because Wardlow was, maybe going to segue, supposedly be into that tournament, which I don't agree with. But, so, the Owen Hart
Okay.
Foundation. So, female Owen Hart Foundation tournament match. Let's go ahead and go there.
We got
Just
Britt-
to sandwich this together.
Yes.
So
I like
Britt
it.
and Rio, or not Rio,
Ruby.
Ruby.
So,
Here,
who's
let me
going to
put
win
the graphic
between
up.
Britt and Ruby?
I'm taking Britt, dude.
I'm thinking Britt too. I'm thinking Britt and Adam are gonna like be
Pair up and be like the king and queen.
right because remember Owen
The
was
king
a king
of the Heart Foundation.
Remember Owen's the king of hearts, all that shit, So yeah.
Well, I already said Samoa was
And they're
going to win,
both
so I
wearing
can't
the
agree with
colors.
that.
Go for it, Mr. B. What'd you say?
They're all wearing the colors too. You think about it?
Are they really?
Yeah, I
A
think
lot
they're-
of them have wore the pink and black. Yeah.
You know, like Adam Cole's been
Yeah.
wearing it.
Yeah.
A couple matches.
Ah, see. So who you got, Britt or?
Yeah, I think Britt's probably gonna
Yeah.
win.
Fuck you, Ruby. Like,
Ruby's been very flat.
Yeah, she has.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since she came in, it was really, really good at first. And then all of a sudden,
Big
she's just
pop.
kind of like, yeah, dude, just totally tanked. Like, from there on out. I don't know what the hell happened or what,
It's like if they
storylines.
left the bottle of the soda open a little bit.
Yeah,
And it just
fizzled.
and you came back and you're like, ooh.
So I'm almost surprised that she's.
Well, who was she fighting again?
Yeah, who did she win to get?
She beat Statlander.
Statlander.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
See, I think Statlander should
Why
have been in
in
that.
God's name?
Don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
if you would have had Britt and Statlander, I
Yeah.
would have been like,
way
oh,
more interested.
Okay, first of all, even I know Britt's going over.
And is Britt a mid card?
Well, you know what? And I actually was telling you about this today. Actually, before you got here, I actually brought that up and said, if you actually look at the names on this list, according to AEW and how AEW wants us to perceive these talents, they are not.
Mid carders.
It's really no different than a King of the Ring, like a really good King of the Ring.
Yeah, it's almost like mid
Darby.
carders, but interchangeable.
Yeah, Darby, Jeff Hardy, Adam Cole, Samoa Joe.
Thank
Kyle
you for
O'Reilly.
answering. You know, hold on one second. Thank you for answering that because I couldn't put that into words. It's almost like,
Because like Adam Cole, I
They
mean, he's a big
are-
talent. So is Samoa Joe. So is Britt Baker. She's been
Yeah.
holding the
but you
fucking
can,
title
but you
for
can
how
go back
long?
and forth. You can go back and forth with them.
No.
Britt Baker can be the TBS champion just as quick as she can be the world champion.
But I think
Adam
for sure
Cole-
Chris Statlander should have been.
Yeah, Ruby.
Statlander. I don't know why
And
I
he-
say Strat.
And here's the deal: if Ruby wins, great for you. You just proved my point.
I don't think she needs to though. I think Britt should win.
Britt,
and
yeah.
she deserves it.
Just continue the Brit
But-
legacy.
but like I said-
establish her as the number one.
And Adam Cole
If
probably will
Ruby-
win.
If Ruby wins, you just proved my point. All day
Ow.
for that. And
That
here's
scared
the
me.
worst part.
Sorry.
Not only did you prove my point, but only for one division. Because Ruby could never be, in my opinion, Ruby can't be the face of the women's division.
I mean, why not?
Okay, here's a couple of reasons. One, you don't have the, in my opinion, crowd support. You don't have the audience with you.
She
Two,
did.
here's the thing,
She did
here's
it
the thing.
first, but-
yeah,
Here-
but see,
Well, listen,
did
listen.
Hold on,
and
wait.
do.
Here's the reason. she can fucking go in the ring. Like, she's really, really good.
Great.
So if it's me, if I'm booking the women's division, I want my best wrestlers in that spot. No matter who the fuck they are. It's like, okay, dude, Serena Deeb, they're doing it right with the women's division as far as, like, their talent and who they're putting over and who they're getting over to the top. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe that's why they put Ruby in that position, to give her the chance to try to shine.
Right.
Like, hey, you may lose, but get it, girl.
It's
maybe,
going to be a
kind of
really
thing.
fucking good match. Yeah, they're going to kill it. Yeah.
And I agree with everything you guys said. Here's the
The long story?
no. Here's
No?
the summation. Here's the ball. Here's the bigger picture. Here's the point.
So the long way to say the point?
The
Okay,
point. Here's
right.
the point. Britt Baker is still your moneymaker. She's your face. She is the person that you put as your fucking person.
She's D.
MD. Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. You know what Ruby is? Ruby is.
Ruby,
Yeah,
Soho.
whatever. Whatever. Soho.
All right, well, we all have our predictions for that match. So let's go ahead and
All right,
move
let's
forward to the
let's
next.
shotgun around the rest of this shit real
Yeah.
quick until we get to.
I think we've talked about them enough.
Yes,
you-
we have.
if you
We're
don't
moving
think.
on. We're moving on. All right, so the mixed 6-person tag match: Frankie, Sammy, Tay Conti versus Scorpio, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zandt. Shotgun round.
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring. Ooh, let's speak about some tag team matches going on here, and we can
Ooh, there's a lot.
evaluate those.
Go
There's a
for it.
fucking
What's the
ton.
first tag team match?
All right, first one is the one of the best ones that they want to try to present. That's the Young Bucks and the Hardys.
That's like 15 years too late.
I mean, it's really cool that they're doing it, though.
It is. I am not mad at it. I'm
Yeah.
sighing because I'm not quite sure of who's going to take that match, to be honest with you. Like, it's got to be Young Bucks if you think, passing of
Definitely.
the torch
I
type
think.
situation, but
I wonder, dude.
No.
I
think
know
that-
because
I
the
think
Hardys still got it.
They might try to push them to get one more title run.
It
in
has to
AEW.
be. It has to be the Young Bucks, and here's why. You and definitely you have both said the Young Bucks are stale. They're stale.
This is not going to help them if they win, though.
Yes, it will.
I think they're
I don't
just
know,
going to
man.
heal out even more because the fans aren't going to want it.
But here's the deal.
exactly.
You have a strong heel Young Bucks finally beat Lucha Dragonsaurus people jungle guy boy.
Dude, well, we're going to get there, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
we'll
I
get
think
there.
I think they're gonna maybe give the Hardys one last
I would love to see that.
hoorah, if that makes any sense. So I think Hardys. That's my guess. What about you, Mr. B?
I would agree with that
Yeah, same.
because it's like a
Oh, are you the
Legends
one?
thing.
No. Here's the deal.
They
the
did it when they
Hardys.
came back to WWE.
The Hardys are gonna win.
Yeah,
the
true.
Hardys are gonna win. But
Oh.
I'm talking from a booking standpoint.
What is he even
The
saying?
Young Bucks
I don't know.
have to win this
I was
match.
lost.
So Young Bucks are gonna win, or Hardys are gonna
Hardys are gonna win, but the
Okay.
Young Bucks should.
win? Okay. Well, there you go.
Does that makes more sense?
No,
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
I feel like the Young Bucks losing
I
this
keep
match
going
could
off into
propel
my
them
tangent before
another-
answering the question.
I think it's just
that's
gonna
my problem.
solidify their heelness.
Yeah,
Who's
I agree.
healing this?
The Young Bucks.
If they
Because
lose,
right now, because they're stale, because they're not quite heels, they're not quite baby faces.
no,
they're
they're definitely heels.
No, because the fans still were kind of like because it's about the fans. Yes, are they portraying a heel role? Absolutely.
Okay, so that makes
But
you
the
heel.
way but right, no, but kinda because right, you can be a heel, but the fans are still gonna cheer you when you come out.
They're trying to be
Kimmy
that.
said, hold on a second. Kimmy said, right, no, but kind of.
Because it's a yes and a no. So the answer you're looking for is yes, but also no.
Listen, don't give me my own answers back to me.
They're looking. They're trying to get like the outsiders reaction.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
they want to
want-
be
they wanna-
independent from everybody.
They want the cool heel, like
No, they want the fuck you.
they're just like whatever, man.
And they can't get the fuck you now.
So I think they're gonna give it to the Hardys.
Yeah, same.
the only way they can get the fuck you, because that's what you're talking about, the heel out fuck you. Like,
They
I
have
don't
to lose.
I don't. They have to.
Yeah, they have to lose.
Moving on to the next match, please. Mr. The MD over there.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Bless you. Damn. They have
All right,
to
you said tag team
lose.
matches. So the next tag team match, let's go ahead and just get into it, man. We got the title match. Jungle Boy Luchasaurus versus Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs
Oh.
versus Keith Lee and Swerve.
Yeah. So
Wow.
retaining first of all.
Right, like
I would love to see Swerve and Keith Lee win the titles right here.
They have to retain because Swerve, Keith Lee,
You could legitimize them.
Hobbs and
Random.
and
It is.
who's the other guy? Ricky. They have to be on their own. They threw the tag team champions in here just to make it interesting for the storyline. But the tag team champions are going in and coming out.
Here's my prediction. Okay, ready for it?
Go for it. And I
Hardy's
agree. I agree.
Young Bucks have this match. Hardy's win.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
No more contenders, quote unquote.
right?
Pretty
Yep,
much.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
No, I would agree.
So then Luchasaurus and
Jungle
Jungle
Boy.
Boy and
Luchasaurus.
Dragon Boy.
so they retain.
Right.
Then they try to, Hardys are like, oh, we should title blah blah blah.
We win.
Then
Right.
the Young Bucks are like, no, we should. Then they have another match. Then the Young Bucks win. Then they win the titles off of Jungle Boy and
The Young Bucks win the titles or the Hardys?
the Young Bucks.
Oh.
See,
I don't think the Hardys are going to go as far as title.
No,
Listen,
I
no,
think
I
it's
don't
gonna
think
happen.
they're.
Young Bucks should lose to the Hardys for the titles.
No.
No.
Like I like.
I
what
think
you're
they
saying.
should lose this one.
Thank you.
And then they should win the next one to then go
No.
on
No.
Yes.
What I'm saying
to.
is,
Yes.
it must have came out wrong. What I would like to see would be the Hardy Boys are the champions.
Yes,
Excuse
exactly.
me. Yes, when
So
the
the
Hardy Boys
Hardys-
become champions,
Then they lose
Young
to the Young Bucks for the
Young
titles.
Bucks challenge and win.
Okay, so to make it more like legit.
So
Then
the
it's the
Hardys
passing
win
of the torch
The
type of
Hardys
deal.
win number one.
Then they
The
get the
Hardys
title match.
beat the
champions.
Luchasaurus and
Okay.
Jungle Boy, and then they fight the Young Bucks eventually
Is
again.
that what you were saying?
and
No,
then
it
win
was
it.
not, but that
Okay.
makes more
No,
sense than what I was
she
saying.
was saying the Young Bucks just win it all. Just fuck it all.
I mean,
Everybody.
if they did that would be cool. I mean,
No, it
even if
wouldn't,
it was
because-
for the titles.
Do you think
because
they
you
should ever
gotta-
do like a triple threat?
The Hardys have
Yeah,
to.
I mean,
The
why not?
Hardys have to be the AEW tag champs to solidify them as the quote unquote greatest tag team of all time.
Well, and Tony Khan would love that.
because
Okay.
at that point the Hardys would be
That is true, because
WWE,
they've never been-
AEW,
Okay, yeah.
everything,
That makes sense.
and they would be the first tag team to be WWE, AEW.
But
Well,
for this round, I think the Hardys are going
no,
to
they
win.
wouldn't. They would not. FTR is the first WWE.
Fuck the revival or whatever.
Yeah,
That's really what it was. That's what FTR originally stands.
right. So
for.
FTR is the first WWE, AEW.
Yeah, but no, it would be
But-
nice for them to have that on their list of.
Did the Hardys win the tag
Accolades.
titles anywhere else besides WWE? Like,
TNA.
did they win the TNA?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What about WCW? Did they ever win the WCW tag?
Yes, they did.
Are
Yep.
you sure about
Well,
that?
yes.
Somebody
I can
please look
visualize
that
them
up.
in my
Please look-
my head right now.
Somebody needs to look that up because
I'm telling you 100%.
the only reason why I say that because they would be the first ever
I'm telling you 100%.
to win WWE, WCW, AEW,
TNA.
TNA. They would
All
be
the
the
big
first to win all the majors, with the exception of EC.
Right, they didn't have a tag team.
Now, if the
ECW,
Dudleys came and won,
Now, shush.
different
Shush your mouth.
story.
Yeah.
Shush your mouth.
yeah,
That's not
well,
going to happen.
thank you.
Never would happen.
But yes, that would be awesome. But
Well, I think we all collectively agree that the Hardys are going to win this match then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yes, but we were on the tag team title.
Unboxing it. Thank you for helping me unbox it.
Yes.
But yes, the Hardys are going.
But yeah, we started fantasy booking there.
Personally.
Yeah, we
But
got to
yes.
get back on the.
All right. So what else we got?
So
Next.
just to solidify, so the tag team title match, we all are picking Jungle Boy
Yes.
and
Personally,
okay.
I am. Yeah.
I'm picking Keith Lee and Swerve. Wow. Because it's a triple threat match, anything can happen.
Mr. B.
I'm not sure about this one.
Oh.
It could go any way, I think, really.
Yeah, any team that wins, you can't be mad at,
I mean,
right?
you got
know-
fucking 3 tag teams in a title match, and it's...
What are you seeing that I'm not seeing?
Dude, Hobbs and Starks would be a really good tag team champion.
But I'm saying you're seeing
You got
something.
a lot of big people. You got a lot of big powerhouse here. Like,
As far as the titles go, I mean, okay, so let me break it down for you then. Let me
Break
let
it
me,
down.
Let me peel this onion, and I won't go too crazy. I'm gonna peel this onion because Mr. B is conflicted. All right, so let's look at the people who are in this: Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, Swerve and Keith Lee, and then Hobbs and Ricky Stark.
Yep.
If you take the titles off of the tag champs, you have a tag team title storyline now with Hobbs.
Are you trying to give him the facts, or are you trying to convince him over there, Mr.
No,
Politician?
I'm asking him, like, what does he see why the champions wouldn't retain? Because you have Hobbs and Starks, you have Swerve and Keith Lee. You're telling me that that's the tag team championship program you want? Because if
I'm just saying, there's a lot of variables involved in this match. You got a lot of big motherfuckers in there that can do some damage.
Yeah.
So realistically, it could go either way.
And it's funny, every
doesn't know.
team has a big, small, right? Every
For
team.
the most part, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mr. V? What's your choice?
All right, yeah. I don't want to drag you out.
I don't know. I'd probably just leave it on Lucha and Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Retain.
But
Retain is easy.
Either
I feel
way
like.
it goes, I think it's going to work out regardless of either way they go.
So, four
But,
retains collectively.
Technically, it could go either way, though.
It means more to take it off of them by someone that maybe deserves it more, that maybe is an actual tag team.
Which is the Hardys.
I'm going to
So-
tell you right now, the more we're sitting here talking about it, the more it makes sense that Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs win this match.
See, I was waiting for someone to say that.
Well,
so
I mean,
I can
think about
tear
it.
into that
Okay,
ass.
well, hang
Go.
on. Think about it. So they win, right? They take the tag titles. It gives Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus time to go ahead and kind of start parting ways a little bit. Let's start establishing Jungle Boy because, I mean, let's be honest, man.
We're ready.
Luchasaurus is just kind of like
We're done.
a gimmick that's...
Are you not
That's just there on
seeing
the
the
side.
dissension between Ricky Starks and Hobbs? Hobbs is about to take off and be one of the biggest superstars in AEW. And here's the crazy part.
And that's cool.
Here's the crazy part. Starks is as well. Starks
That's
is
what
going
I'm
to be
saying,
a
dude.
major star, but on his own level.
Right, so why not put the titles on them now?
No way, sir.
Dude, you're crazy.
No way, sir. There is no way that they should ever be a tag team champion.
That's crazy.
This is not
Why not
MVP and Matt
establish-
Hardy,
you
bro.
can super establish these guys.
There's no
right here.
reason to do that. There's no reason to do that.
Right, there's no reason.
They're
but
both
why not?
established. They're both established on their own, individually and collectively, where they don't need titles to be relevant. Right now, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy have the championships to be relevant for one person. Who's the one person who's relevant in that tag team?
Dude, but here's the thing.
No. Who's the one person who's relevant in the tag team with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus?
It's Jungle Boy. That's it.
Jungle Boy is a relevant one because he's a superstar. But as a tag team, it's all for Luchasaurus to make him look like he's something important.
Luchasaurus is the one that always takes the fucking L, bro.
Exactly.
Every time they lose, he
and
takes
here's
the
the
L.
deal: you can't break them up because if you break them up right now,
Who said you got to break them up?
You don't.
Who said you can't just have them kind of start just
No,
start
you
deviating
can't.
and go
You
from...
can't. The way they have
Totally
to lose,
could.
the way they need to lose the tag team titles is to the Hardys. Because here's the deal: when you lose them to the Hardys, you lose them to a legendary tag team. There's relevancy. There's like, okay, they're a collective unit. It's the Hardys. I mean, come on, it's nobody else but the Hardys.
Well, we don't want to loop back to where we were before.
I'm just telling you. You saying Hobbs and Ricky Starks?
would be
Anybody
great.
else? Anybody else?
It would be
That's
great.
all I'm saying. Anybody else? Kimmy, go ahead.
That's my final thought. Thank you.
Okay, so we've gotten the men's and the women's tournaments, right? We've went ahead and selected those. So we got another championship match. Let's go ahead and talk about TBS Championship, Jade versus Anna Jay.
First of all, thank you for
and
bringing
shit.
Anna Jay. I like it. I'm down with it.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
me
my
too.
fucking nose, Kimmy. That wasn't my fucking nose.
I mean, that's kind of your fault.
Oh, it's
You have
burning.
really bad reflexes.
And it's almost straight ass liquor.
That's why I'm drinking wine. It's mellow.
All right, so Jade and
And a Jade. I'm picking Jade, man.
Oh, fuck,
we
man.
can,
I really think Jade is going to win, but I think it's going to be an awesome match, and I'm really excited to see it. I already told you guys last week. I think, it's going to be a good match.
I think it will be, too.
Jade, definitely.
Yeah, Jade.
So I'll just say it like this. This is that bitch show. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, an awesome match. You know it's going to be awesome? And still.
Yeah, I agree. That's definitely
guys.
happening.
Let's talk about the future for this for 1 second.
The
Let's
future,
do it, man.
The future.
Who takes the belt off of Jade?
Oh, you want to unpackage that?
Just real quick.
She's not there yet.
No, I know.
She's
who,
not
I
there
know.
yet.
Who, I know who it is.
I do, too.
Who is it?
It's Sasha Banks.
It's
Sasha Banks.
Mercedes. It's Mercedes. Excuse me.
Did you really? No shit. You fucking with me that you said that, right? Like,
No,
did you hear
mean,
me say that at
that
any point?
actually
No.
is blowing my mind a little.
Did you hear me ever?
No, that's just the way that I
we
feel.
never talked about that ever.
No, not to my knowledge.
They just left the WWE. They have a 90-day.
Do they, though? I mean, they could just release them from their contract. I
Okay,
mean,
so I'm just going to put it out there. I always said that the perfect person to beat Jade would be Sasha Banks because of the way the baddies are and all that shit like that.
Well, and we even said
Sasha
she's like a bigger
taking-
version of the boss.
Right,
Yeah.
and Sasha taking that from her would turn her super face, which would be, she would be Stone Cold face, not, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be
right,
like,
because her attitude would not
right,
change.
wouldn't change,
Yeah.
but she would be Stone Cold face.
She would be
And
like, I don't give a fuck.
Sasha would be The Rock.
It would be fucking great.
And it would
TV,
be that
bro.
whole thing all over again.
And
then,
Mercedes gets to kind of
here's the
fucking
deal.
book her own character a little bit.
And here's the deal. I'm going to straight up go there. 2 fucking strong-ass black girls going at it.
dude.
Bro.
Super legit, dude.
Super legit.
Yeah.
There is no denying. Because at that point, it wouldn't be 2 black girls going at it. It'd be
AEW
it'd be
immediately
2
shifts.
in my opinion, it'd be 2 strong-ass, badass bitches. And you know what I mean by that, Kimmy.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not offended.
Thank you. And everybody at MACKDOWN Podcast knows what I mean by that. It'd be 2
It's an
strong
endearing
ass,
term.
badass
She's
bitches.
that bitch. She says
She's
it.
that bitch show versus the boss.
And then she comes in, she's like, no, I'm that bitch.
And the baddies are
She
like,
wouldn't be allowed
could
to
you-
be the boss,
Could you
though,
imagine
so-
Yeah,
that?
she couldn't be the
could you
boss.
imagine that the baddies are like they don't know who to go for. They put them in a big match. The winner wins, and at the end of that day, Jade wins. Jade wins the big match, and has all the baddies, and Sasha's down with the clique, and it's all of them, and they go to WWE, AEW.
Here's the thing. Who does
Japan.
Sasha bring with her? Because she got to bring a click with her, dude. She's got to.
Well, of course,
She's such an
Naomi.
Eddie- she's such an
Naomi's
Eddie-
got to come.
She's
Naomi,
such an Eddie fan, dude, that she would be like a radical situation.
So
where
Naomi
she's gonna bring a
comes-
click with her.
Naomi comes with her, and then surprise guess who jumps ship and is down with the clique?
Who though? Who?
Ruby.
No. It's got to be someone jumping, someone coming over.
Oh, from WWE?
Yeah, at least 3 of them.
No, nobody needs to
3
come from
total.
WWE.
No,
It's
it would
one,
be Sasha, it would be Naomi? And one more.
and one more.
Yeah.
I got it right now for you. You ready for it?
Yeah.
So the third one, the third person, who's the third man or the third woman in this case? It's got to be Athena. It's got to be Ember Moon.
So you bring those 3 in.
You bring Ember Moon, Naomi, and Sasha.
I would like that.
Bro, do you know? And then you got who do you got? You have Red Velvet. You have Jade.
Bro, are you kidding? That
all
would
that
be
star
fucking
black power,
incredible.
bro. All that black.
But dude, here's the thing, and it keeps
It's
them
weird
out of the
because I
world
can
title scene
imagine
too
it in
for a
my
minute.
mind.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
And here's the deal. You have nothing but talent there,
And they just show the fuck up out of nowhere, bro.
and you got talent. That's all talent right there.
Dude, are you kidding me? Naomi or Trinity on her own, dude. Like
Mercedes
in a setting,
and
yeah.
Athena, MTA,
Dude,
baby.
let someone else speak, motherfucker.
No, I'm just naming the same people. He's. Okay.
Sorry, I was taking a sip as well. Hey, man, safety meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's getting a little...
We
Get
kind of
loose.
warned that we were going to be off the rails a little bit.
Hey, look, I'm excited. I'm all excited.
Dude, yeah, but I can definitely see it.
But that would make the most sense right now. And then also, if Jade lost that title to Sasha, that gives Jade a reason to now elevate and go, okay, fuck that title. I'm bigger than that. I'm gonna go take the title off of A, B, C, D, whoever the world champ is.
Exactly.
Well, Jade is gonna win, but I think it's gonna be one hell of a match.
Yeah, I think Jade's going to win as well.
Full
I love
circle.
the fantasy booking today, though.
Full
This has been really
circle.
This has been fun.
And Kimmy, you know what?
Fantasy booking podcast.
I am going to keep going. I am going to keep talking.
I am.
I am.
Anything you say, I am.
Because if I wasn't, then why would you say I am? In the papers, the news, every day I am.
Hey, man, they know you can rap now after hearing the
This podcast don't even know who I am.
Not yet. But
Exactly.
We're learning.
Spotify's going to happen soon.
We're learning. But you know what? That is what it is. I feel like the fantasy booking we just did would be a perfect angle. But going back to the angle that is currently, we're looking
Jade
at
will win.
Jade will win.
What's the next
What's the next
match on
championship
the card?
match over here?
Well, we're not doing a championship. We're going to take a break from those. We got Darby versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh,
I'm taking Darby.
yeah. I mean,
Sure.
It doesn't make sense why they're even having a match.
Yeah,
but
that's
whatever.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Cool.
was about to say, wasn't he feuding with Cole?
Let's go ahead and save that for some other night, guys. Moving on from
All right,
that.
Darby. I'm taking Darby.
Darby.
All right. So after that, before we get into the main titles, we got the Anarchy in the Arena match. We got the BCC versus the Jericho Appreciation Society. Let's go.
You know what? That's going to be entertaining as fuck. I personally like the
There's going
Jericho.
to be a lot of blood, dude.
I think the Jericho Appreciation Society, when they say they are sports entertainers, they emphasize the entertainment part.
They do a good job.
Because they do a good job.
Danny Garcia is so out of place, though. He's so goddamn out of place. Dude.
Here's the deal. He's too hyped.
No, he just
He's
doesn't
too
fit.
hyped. He's like if like we had a friend who like we're cool and then that friend did too much like drugs or something and they were a little bit extra and we were like, bro, you're too extra. If you just chilled it down just a little bit, you'd be right on the same level. That's where he is. If he just like chilled it a little bit, he would be on the same level. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. He's very.
I think this match is for
very
pure
mono.
entertainment.
It is.
There's
It is.
nothing
It
other
is.
than that. It's just a time filler, a space filler.
There's
So-
nothing on the line.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
like.
just
So here's
it's
the question.
bragging rights. And
So here's the
moving
question.
on.
Who will win? And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most entertaining thing you ever see, 1 being sucks.
a
would
6.5,
you say?
7.
6.5, 7
I was
entertaining.
thinking
And
like
then who?
6,
And then
yeah.
who's gonna win?
I'm taking the BCC.
I hope so too.
So you're taking the BCC. You're taking. He's like, who's fighting?
Jericho's team. Or
Jericho's team or William
Sorry.
Regal's team.
My back is really bothering me at the moment.
Do you want a pillow?
He's in a whole new world.
You know what? I never thought this pay-per-view would be this challenging for you, Mr. B. You know, as in my opinion, and hear me out, guys. I think Mr. B is more of the AEW mark than all of us. Like the bigger, you know, if he had like swung one way or the other, I think he's more AEW.
Probably.
You
Yeah, I would
two
say
guys,
so.
you two guys, right down the middle, Mills Lane, Kimmy.
I'm
and-
always a WWE guy forever. First and foremost.
No, you will call it down the middle.
What
a
belts
little
do
bit
I have
more.
on the wall right here, bro?
I feel you, but it's not about the titles. We like
No, I'm
what's
just
pretty.
saying.
It's pretty,
Well, it's more my
It's
style.
meaningful.
but yeah, you like the AEW style because it takes you.
It's more similar to the WCW,
See,
which
and
I watched more WCW when I was a kid.
You
than
that
I
good
did
old Southern boy,
WWE.
bro.
See, and I think it's
Really.
funny because
For the
I
most
think
part.
you're calling it a little incorrectly because Mike says he's a WWE guy. I think I'm more of an AEW person. If I had a choice of which I was going to sit down and watch, I'd be like AEW for sure.
See, but what I'm saying is that you call it down the middle. I know what you like, but you will call a spade a spade. If WWE did better this week, I will say WWE did better this week. If AEW, I know what you prefer, but your overall, you call it down the middle, and I think that's the same thing with you.
I
You're
just
more
like
of
what's good, man.
Right, you call it down the middle. Me and Mr. B, we're the like we lean more
One way or the other.
of the other. I am when it's WWE. sports entertainment. You guys know.
Dude, if I had to pick one right now for until whenever, I would take WWE, dude. That would be my pick. I wouldn't take AEW.
See, here's the deal. And I love you.
But at the same time,
I don't believe you.
You're crazy, bro.
And here's the reason why I don't believe you. Here's the reason why.
There's no reason for me to do that.
Here's the reason why I don't believe you would do WWE over AEW right now. I see your passion when you see AEW more than when you see WWE.
Just because it's so stale.
Yeah, but
exactly. And here's the deal: I'm willing to put up with the stale. I think you are too.
Well, yeah, I have been forever.
Exactly.
I have been for the whole thing.
But I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call you out.
A hiatus
I'm gonna call you out. You will stop watching WWE.
I already did that for like a while.
I know. See, I never will.
Well, yeah, and I probably won't again.
Again, right?
I stepped away for
Kimmy. How's it go?
That's
again?
on record, bro.
Kimmy, how's
I
it go?
stepped away for a long time.
You fucked up.
No, dude.
See?
Look, here's the thing. A guy named John
up.
Cena took over at the helm, and I was like, "All right, I'm done."
See, but you didn't see, and that's the difference.
And again, I went back and rewatched a lot of it,
and
I
understand it
Cena
for what it is now.
For what he's done, right?
Now, right.
I'm not going to discredit what he's done.
But here's the deal: you couldn't give it credit for the moment.
But at the same time, they had just the worst fucking bullshit going on. The Boogeyman,
and I dealt with it. I dealt with the Boogeyman versus Viscera. I dealt with it.
No, dude,
I dealt with it. I watched it live.
Yeah.
Live.
What the fuck were we talking about?
That was just me.
We're talking about the pay-per-view.
So back to my original question to you, Mr. B. You had a conflict of who you thought was going to win the match. Go ahead, explain the match one more time.
It is the Anarchy in the Arena.
Jericho's
team
and the BCC.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm taking the BCC.
I like Jericho, but it's probably going to be the BCC.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is too.
I think it is too, and I like Jericho. I'm with you, Mr. B.
I'm just a big Jericho mark.
Right? Shout out to Fozzy. We saw them in concert.
Technically, he started in this WCW too.
Armbar.
Yeah.
Armbar. He actually got his start in Canada, of course.
Canada. But I mean,
then he went to Mexico and got pretty damn popular.
Hey, Mr. B, here's a question. I've never asked you this before. Have you ever been to a WCW live event?
Never.
Me either.
Ooh,
I did.
I was so
I got to see
young.
Hogan, and I got to
we
see
lived in
Lex
Indiana.
Luger, and I got to see
everybody.
Macho Man.
Actually, Central Indiana.
Central India?
Dude, we seen the Who's fucking Who.
Yeah, you guys
motherfucking who?
Hogan started the show.
You guys
With Bischoff,
saw,
by the way.
You guys saw something, established something, been a part of something that I've never in my life been a part of. And here's the deal. Being a WWE guy, whatever, WCW, yes.
Dude, we got to see WCW NWO edition, so...
Let me ask you a question. You being a fan now, well, I shouldn't say now.
I was going to say what?
So, if you were to compare the show quality from WCW Nitro with presentation, everything, versus like the Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns that we've been to recently, what would you say you enjoyed more?
Oh, man. That's a
and even with the tickets and the seats that we had...
Just the overall environment, right? You're saying the overall quality of the show, the whole thing, right? Fuck that you sit in your nosebleed. Still, did you?
The NWO show was, the WCW Nitro show was pretty fucking awesome.
Out of all the shows,
I'm gonna agree with you, dude.
Dude, the pyrotechnics, the
look,
the crowd was fucking hot.
And we're excluding like pay-per-views and shit like that.
Well,
no, we're just talking shows we've been to.
We've been to, yeah, personally.
Like,
have you guys been to pay-per-views? Have you guys ever been to a pay-per-view?
I know
you went to WrestleMania,
I haven't,
right? Yeah.
No.
But I'm talking about like remember, enjoy. Do you remember going to that WrestleMania?
But speaking of, the AEW show we went to was fucking awesome.
It was
super fucking fun.
I'm not gonna lie, we
got to see Jake the Snake. We got to see fucking Moxley.
He debuted that night,
So I mean,
bro.
we got to see Cody.
You guys were on TV.
Yeah.
that was fun.
Mike
Yeah, it
mark
was.
it out like a motherfucker. Like,
It's so good though.
Love it.
So
The
good.
best part about it was that me and Mike went to another section. We
We were trying to like wave y'all on, like, come on.
and then they
over
were
here.
like, no. And then Mom and Dwayne followed us, and then
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
dude,
like,
Mom got
Mom
shit
had so
faced.
much fun.
Oh, it was
Mom got
God,
shit.
Dude,
so
I
much
found
fun.
her out in the common area, and I'm like, Mom, and she's like, hey, and I'm like, where are you sitting? She's like, I don't know.
When she came up to me, she goes, "Is it bad? Is it really bad?" I'm like, "No, you're good."
Yeah, she always
Oh,
worries.
we were-
She's too drunk.
Am I too
Is it
drunk?
noticeable? You know,
Why
she was
is
like,
it
No,
that
it's like,
when
hell no, we're all having a great
here's a
time.
question: why is it that when me and Mom get together, we start drinking tequila and we just like
You guys are similar in that way. Like once you start drinking, you don't want to stop, and you get what they say, surly, right?
It's kind of like tonight, right? That's just what's going to happen.
definitely
Happening, I
cheers,
should say.
cheers again,
Cheers,
cheers,
eh.
cheers again. We've
Ding,
done
ding,
cheers
ding,
like
ding,
6
ding.
times. We cheers with you, Kimmy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he has my drink, so he was cheersing for me.
Cool. I like it. It all touched.
"We should have both."
Hey.
That's what we should have done.
Holy shit. Okay, guys, let's get back on track
I
here.
know.
All right, so we got a world championship. We got a world championship match. Mike, break it down.
All right, first one, we got the women's championship match. We got Serena Deeb versus champion Thunder Rosa. Let's get it in real quick. Let's go.
Mr. B, who you think? Mr. B.
I'm sorry, what?
Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa, women's world championship on the line.
Thunder Rosa.
All day, Thunder Rosa, I agree.
I got to take Thunder Rosa.
I know. I really want her to win as well.
Yeah.
No. Pause. I want Serena Deeb to win this shit and break Thunder Rosa's neck or some shit.
No, I think I think Thunder Rosa needs to keep it on her to legitimize her a
course.
little bit more. So I think they're going to keep it on her. Not saying anything bad against Serena or whatever.
I
Well,
think
plus
it's-
that it keeps tying into Britt and Thunder as well.
So can I ask
Yeah.
you a question? And this will be the last question about this. Is it too soon for Serena Deeb to be fighting for the world title if you want to make her...
No.
Hold on. If you want to make her the champ.
No, I don't think so, because I think that she could play the role of coming in, having matches, and just continue to keep the momentum going.
Can
until
she ever win the title?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Maybe one day, but I don't think right now.
She doesn't
I think
need it right
Thunder
now.
Rosa's more important,
So why-
and her title run is more important.
So why put her against Serena Deeb now?
Because she's a legit competitor, and why
Yeah.
not?
Yep.
It's someone other than Britt Baker that is a legit, quote unquote, monster. We'll just say, right? Someone in the women's division that's like has the history and has the accolades, if you will.
I understand what you're saying. Accolades, yes and no.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
We know Serena Deeb as the person who trained Sasha.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude, when I say accolades. Oh, did she get the title? No, but she didn't get that opportunity because
Right.
WWE likes to snipe.
shitted on her.
Right.
They're trying to do the same thing to fucking
So
Athena.
yeah, no, I think she's the perfect, and she's gonna get shit on again right here. But I don't think that it's the right time for her. But I think she's a good opponent, and I think eventually she'll circle back and maybe get an opportunity through a tournament or through a something of it.
What if she wins it?
Cool.
Would you be mad with that?
No, I mean I won't be mad.
Mike? Mr. B? Would you be mad if Serena Deeb dethroned Thunder real quick? And of course, we put it back on Thunder. But if you give Serena Deeb some street cred right now, would you guys be mad with that?
No, I mean, it would just give... I mean, honestly,
yeah, whatever.
it would be tough because you're hot potatoing the belt at this point. However, I mean... Some folks are just kind of undeniable.
So
you know what I
here's the
mean?
deal. Would hot potatoing the belt be a bad thing for AEW right now for the women's division? Or would they survive it?
I mean, it just
if they
depends
did
on
it
what
back
they
and
do with
forth
it.
between her and Thunder Rosa real quick.
I don't think it's bad one way or the other, to be honest with you, AJ, because she has the legitimacy and the experience that she could fucking take it off of her because, per my experience, I'm going to put a move on you that you're not expecting, and boom, now I'm the champ.
You're talking about Serena.
Yes, of course. But
Okay.
can Thunder Rosa keep it and retain it and everyone still looks just as good? Yeah, absolutely. So I think it could really go either way. However, I think Thunder Rosa is going to retain.
Okay. Same thing?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Thunder Rosa.
Same thing?
Thunder.
Kimmy, you persuaded me. 100%.
As per usual.
Serena Deeb is going to win.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimmy.
Go ahead.
All right, moving on. I think
on.
we need to fucking wrap this shit up here, I think.
Yeah, we got Hangman and
We've literally been
Punk.
doing it for a couple hours and Mike's like backwards apparently, so.
He's like, I'm goddamn tired.
All right, so our
He's
final
like
match.
giving birth and shit.
So we got Hangman and we got Punk for the oh my god. See? It's too much. It's too much.
I can't. All right, Mike, you ready? 3.
Yeah, no shit, right?
1.
All right, we got Hangman versus Punk for the AEW title.
Woo! The World Championship on the line.
So much for the shotgun.
How are we going to do this? I'm going to go with...
How do I start with respectfully saying I don't care?
Ooh.
I feel like this is way too soon. I feel like this match is way too soon.
Adam who?
You ready?
Oh, wow.
You ready? Hangman is going to win.
Well, duh. Yeah. You think so? I mean, there's a lot of reports that think that
I don't.
your boy's going to win.
Yeah, no, I think Hangman's gonna win. I think we all know it, and it's stale, and he's stale, and it's all stale, and I don't care about the fucking title right
what
now.
the fuck do you do with Hangman then?
Or what do you do with the world title?
Take it off of him. Put it on MJF.
What do you
Put it
want
on
to do?
Wardlow.
Yeah, just fantasy book it real quick.
That entire Wardlow MJF program should be for the championship.
It is their biggest story.
Does anybody else agree with me on that?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, if you can...
That's
like
what I was saying earlier. Is that I think that
entertaining, too.
MJF's gonna go for the title, and I think Wardlow's gonna be like, no, fuck you.
But
or,
if
or
MJF
vice
was the
versa.
champion already... If MJF
No,
was
I don't
the
give a
champion
fuck either
already,
way. Whatever. He could be or not. I don't think. 'Cause whatever. I just think when and if that does happen, they all need to be a part of it.
So hear me out. Do you think right now, Double or Nothing, the match should be MJF versus Hangman?
Yeah, but it's not. So it's CM Punk versus Hangman.
I know.
And like I said,
Thank
they
you,
should
Kim.
have
Thank you, Kimmy.
they should have fed Hangman more monsters, gave him the Hogan treatment, like let him just
They
run through
did.
dudes.
They fed him everybody they could.
No, dude, he was off the show for so long.
Lance Archer, they did that fucking match with Adam
Right.
Cole.
Hey,
and
can
everything.
Hangman come out every once in a while and like I don't know, be a Roman and cut a promo?
He does.
Not really.
More recently, he did for this match, but that's it.
That's
thank
it.
you.
But that's it, dude.
Yeah.
But in his title reign,
Right, I feel you. His overall.
in his overall reign
He's
as a
missed
champ.
full ass weeks. Like
He's
yeah.
missed pay-per-views,
Hello?
he's
Not even
wrestling-
trying to form a little faction, not trying to do shit, just being the same old, not
that's-
same old.
What is the
No-
relevancy?
He has no
that goes back to Tony
personality. The
No, it
personality's
doesn't.
gone.
Here's the deal. It
Tony
doesn't
Khan
go
doesn't
back
know how to
on
book
Tony
top
Khan.
talent, bro.
It doesn't. It goes back on the
don't.
fact of you is your champion a draw? Is your champion a draw?
Yeah, I think he's over enough to where he can do
No,
it.
he
if
was
you
a
book
draw.
him correctly.
He was a draw pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, Hangman was a draw.
He
Dude,
was
even
reestablished.
even when he got the title, I think he was over.
Same,
I just
yeah.
think since he's gotten the title, they've just underutilized him like crazy. So
they
it's
took him off
making me
TV.
Not give a fuck.
They've cooled him off. He had so much momentum after he won the title, and then dude, they just take him off TV.
Bro,
and they take him off TV.
Who was his predecessor?
Who'd he beat?
Yeah,
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Right.
Kenny
who hasn't been
Omega.
around either for a while.
But here's the deal: when Kenny Omega was around, the relevancy was unparalleled. Unparalleled. The motherfucker had 14,000 championships.
Which is very cool because they're trying to really establish.
So
Kenny
here's
Omega
what I'm
as the
saying:
guy.
when Christian beat Kenny Omega the first time to win a championship off Kenny Omega, the momentum on Christian was high. And guess what? When
Yeah, they sent him to
Hangman,
fucking Impact and got him
when
off
Hangman,
TV.
What
and
if
then
your
Hangman,
point is that Kenny Omega's the man? Fucking whatever.
No, it's not.
Like-
It's the point of Tony Khan or whomever.
Doesn't know how to book top talent.
When you had the top talent there, you knew what direction to put them in.
I don't know, man.
When Hangman won the championship and Kenny Omega left, you didn't know what to do with Hangman.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to book top talent.
Now
bro.
you have Hangman who's at a peak. What happens when you reach your peak? You come down.
Or you sustain.
And the
if
problem
you're booked correctly.
and the
dude.
problem is that
it's not his fault.
But hold on. Hangman has had the right opponents. Adam Cole is the right opponent to have. Lance Archer, whatever. I'll skip that whole thing. I'll say that softly.
You can't skip it because it was there.
You know what? I can skip it, and I will.
But you can't. So
I can. And
so
I will.
You can't.
So we'll move on to Adam Cole, and then after Adam Cole, who you got?
Dante Martin.
Oh, you took the thought from my fucking brain.
Hey, he's down. He's down. He's doing the fucking Finn Balor.
Oh my God! Don't do the Finn Balor. It's the worst shit ever.
All right. So AJ just had a seizure on the floor
So
when she
overall,
said
then we
Dante
think
Martin.
Hangman.
So my last 10 seconds of mic time.
He's like, I'm taking all this.
You get a lot of time, I tell you what.
You know why?
And then
you know
he wants
why?
3 more minutes at
You
the
know
end
why
of the
I get a
show.
lot of
Oh my
time?
God.
Because the relevancy of what I say is important. And if you have relevancy of what's important on here, speak your mind. And I'm asking you to speak your mind.
Well,
Tell
you just
me
spent
why.
your 10 seconds talking about speaking your mind. So speaking of speaking your mind, we should move the fuck on to something else.
Yeah, I'm picking Hangman to win that match.
The irrelevancy of Hangman is what my 10 seconds was going to be about.
I'm taking
That's
Hangman.
it.
So, who you got?
Hangman, of course.
Who you got?
The man of Hang.
Man of Hang. And Mr. B?
Hangman.
All right, unanimous. I like it.
There you go.
All right, so that fucking wraps up that goddamn marathon of a show.
It
Jesus
is a
Christ.
marathon.
Why
Fuck.
are they doing so much?
Don't give me liquor.
This is a marathon.
Don't give me
Fuck.
liquor and tell me to talk about a 17-hour show.
I didn't realize it was going to
Okay.
be like
Oh,
this.
first of all, I didn't give you liquor. You gave yourself liquor.
You know what? Then I'm
Yeah.
going to give myself some more.
You know what? I'm going to do more wine
I'm
than
going to
2.
keep
You know what,
yeah,
Kimmy?
I'm
I
doing
will
it
pour
still.
as much as you pour. You ready? Go.
Oh,
no.
Don't do that. Don't
Okay,
do
ready?
That. Don't throw up.
There you go. That's
Anyway,
it. That's all.
Guys, that's the end of
Hey,
the
you mother-
AEW
hey, whoa,
Double
whoa,
or
whoa.
Nothing.
That's enough.
I just,
Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
Yeah.
Put a couple ice cubes in there.
I just had to stop him before he kept going. Cause
I
you
would've.
Are
You
you?
would've.
No. Actually, this AJ would not have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just keep going
No.
and going.
No.
And
Because
going.
this AJ
and
was a-
The
going,
Energizer Bunny,
and
man.
going
I
and
was
more,
just
like
thinking
you're doing
that.
right now.
The
You
former
keep going,
AJ
even though I'm talking,
the
you're keeping it going still. Right.
You know what?
It's my life.
It's now or never.
It's never.
Oh, that's like the third time I've sang that.
I'm going to
today. It's
pour some
ridiculous.
Pepsi for that.
All right, guys, look, man. The last thing we got to cover today is one of the big reasons why we always do this thing.
The time where AJ can't talk any shit.
MACKDOwn Fantasy.
The fantasy.
That keeps this thing running, man. I
All
swear.
right, Mr. MacD.
All right, let's get into it, man. Okay, so it was a shit show of a week for.
But it's not finished.
It's the third week,
It's
man.
true. It's true.
It's not finished.
We got one more pay per view, AEW, but let's go ahead and knock it out for the week here.
This is
so
as of now.
as of right now, we will go back over this again next week. But as of right now, we got AJ finishing in last place with 3 points.
Yeah, I took it over. Fuck it.
Well, hey, I'm not too far ahead of you right there with 3 more points. I got 6. And then next after that, we got Kimmy with 10. And then we got Mr. B with 12. And then we got the world famous Cam
Who?
EO
EO.
in the lead with 15 points.
Dude, is he ever gonna? You know what? I'm gonna be the asshole. Is he ever gonna come
Safety
back?
meeting.
Is he gonna ever come back?
We'll have to call him. Find out.
I'm calling him right now.
Do we call
Oh,
him
bro.
to include him on this podcast?
It's
I'm
going to
calling-
be 3 o'clock
I
in the
don't give
morning.
a
man.
fuck.
Stop. No, don't.
No.
Seriously, don't. AJ, don't fucking call him right now.
I'll text
He puts
him.
his shit on silent anyway.
No, how about don't even do that?
Yeah, just let it be for now.
Let it be.
Oh my God, that's not the Let It Be that I was going to sing.
You guys.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Yeah,
Let
that's the
it
song.
be.
I hate that you guys keep me fucking in check because you know what? I like to be fucking reckless, and I really do want to call him and just be like, bro.
Hey, you know, it's one of those situations where
So,
it's like, hey, so we'll find out.
What's the overall quarter?
All right, so the overall quarter as of right now. So again, Cam EO with the win of the week. Going down the list for the quarter, last place. We got
AJ.
We got AJ at 127. Then we got Mr. B at 129.
He was gonna say Mr. B first.
And then we got Cam with 135.
Who?
Then we got myself with 150, and then Kimmy with 156 in the lead for the quarter.
Yes,
Holding
sir.
strong.
So does that mean I get like first pick in the draft
No,
for
we're
next
doing-
season?
we're doing
random. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
draft it out of a
so
hat.
I'm like fucked and then fucked
Not necessarily.
doubly.
It just depends.
on the diapers I'm wearing.
You
No.
might get first pick. You never know.
If I get first pick, the first person I'm picking is myself.
Damn. Well, we did say what? You get like 5 points every
If
time
you're on TV, right?
That would be
Dude,
crazy.
you know how
TV fan for a
expensive
lot
that'd
of
be?
shows,
Yeah, I was about to
motherfucker.
say. I might as well just buy myself the mini at this point.
But here's the thing: if he's out there and stays out there, does it really count as multiple appearances?
Yes, it
It's-
does.
No.
Yet we already said it does. Every segment
Oh, it
you're
does?
on, every segment you're on,
We
is,
did make this decision at
every
a disc golf
segment
game,
you're
so
on is 2 points. Every single segment you're
No.
on is 2 points
we said 5 points.
Well, I'm very
per
excited.
segment.
Oh,
Every
wow.
single time that your face hits the TV,
Is 5 points? Oh, that's right.
on the camera, you can't be like
Can't
on the
be
hard
on the
cam.
hard, but it's got to be camera. Like if they do, yeah,
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Hard cam is 2 points. That's what it was.
Well, the hard cam would be. I mean, you're getting
2 points. You're getting 2 points for hard cam.
I mean, that
So you're getting 5
that
points.
would be tough because every hard cam shot that would be.
Hey,
No, we're gonna
Hey.
ixnay the hard cam. I think. I think any tight shots.
no, fuck that.
That's 5
Fuck
points.
that. I want 2 points for hard cam because I'll sit right front row next to green shirt.
green shirt.
Green shirt. Well, you know what's funny? I saw, and this will be the last thing I say about
That
it.
means you're there for the duration of the match.
Green-
You get
green-
2 points per match.
Green shirt
Ah.
per okay. I'm cool with that.
That's the only way I
He
would
said 2
allow
points
it.
per match. I heard that. I agree. So I heard this funny statement. It said green shirt got traded from AEW from WWE to AEW.
He has been switching
He
sides,
has been switching. So
but he's been playing both sides though.
hey,
Which is what wrestling fans should do. Mm-hmm. Like it all, man. Like it all.
preach.
It's all about love and
That's
love
right.
of the game.
WWE for life.
All right, cool. Well,
I think we're fucking. Are we done?
I think so, man.
Are we
the fucking
goddamn? Are we
bell.
done here, dude?
You know what?
Can we
Literally
just
1
end?
a.m. We started at like 10 something.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take my 3
This is
minutes.
like a-
I'm
no,
gonna take my 3
you're
minutes
getting two-
right.
you're getting
No,
2 minutes,
I'm
bro.
taking my 3 minutes.
You're getting 2 minutes.
Start the motherfucking timer. Go.
All right, go.
So here we go. I got 3 minutes to talk about the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship. Austin Theory, you are my United States champion. Excuse me, just Theory. You are my United States champion. Where are you? You got Bret Harted. Bret Harted, bro. You got carried on the top of shoulders of other wrestlers, and you were made to look like a superstar. A superstar, not a pro wrestler, a superstar with that championship. A championship I love, I like, history, all of it's there. Where are you?
I got it on the wall.
You have, yes, it is on the wall. The OG of the OG, not the OG's OG, but the OG. Okay, where are you at? And then Ricochet. I might as well ricochet my career off your career because at this point there is no Ricochet. Did you do anything this week on SmackDown?
He did. He lost the tag team match
He lost a tag team match
against the hopeful new champ, Gunta.
Gunta. Who?
I'm ready for it, man.
Who the hell is Gunta?
Exactly.
Exactly. What the hell is going on with my mid-card championship division? I'm only a minute and 12 seconds into this shit. And all I gotta say is, where are you? Where are you? Vince, you're gonna give Austin Theory... Excuse me. You're going to give Theory... I'm going to call him Austin Theory. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Whatever the hell your name... A-Town, Downtown, Stomptown, all that shit. Uptown. How about you get up and defend the title? How about you get up and do something? What we need is a tag team of Ricochet and Theory teaming up against Vacant. So Vacant can win the championship and defend it against somebody one day. Because this is ridiculous. Not only is this hurting my team personally, but this is hurting the championships. I mean, I got a whole minute to bitch about this.
I think 2 minutes is plenty.
2 minutes is plenty? No, I can go for another...
Because if you go for another minute...
No,
you're
I can
just
go
gonna
for
get
another minute.
redundant.
I can go for another minute.
You know what? The week's not over, so you don't even get your shit.
Ring the bell. You know what? Ring the bell.
Sorry, let me get the hammer.
All right, we're done. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Make sure
If
you
you live, you
follow.
stayed through this whole thing.
Yeah, if you're
You're a real one, man.
You know what you are? You're a person that uses our number one sponsor,
Hi, Mom.
and that's so. That's definitely going in there.
Yeah. All right, we're done.
Ja. I gotta pee.